Alright guys, welcome our game today. Session 2. Forward to it. Most. Good. Many of our people.
Oh, that must have just been the notification. She changed the category after she went live.
Oh, good. I'm looking at it too.
Why is it? Alright. There we go. My mic is now working. Anybody heard me? But I am now on.
I could hear you fine when you were doing thing. Oh. Okay.
Guess we're all level 1 on this.
Oh, that's my. I'll fix
Everyone
that.
should be level 4 now.
Oh, what? We leveled?
We started at 3, and after the first session, we got enough XP to hit 4, I believe.
No.
Or are we almost 4? Okay.
Well, almost 4.
Got it. So we're 3s. Bunch of 3s.
What does it do?
I mean, that actually sounds a lot better, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie about that, folks. With what I've got planned for this session, it'd be heckin' nice if everyone was just a little bit stronger.
Oh,
Yikes.
Are you telling me to do it?
Oh, shit.
I'm not saying combat per se. I'm just saying it'd be safe for everyone to be level 4 right about now.
What should I?
Yeah, just a solid 2,700 rounded off.
Okay. So we're up to 4 then. Okay.
For 4, am I changing everybody's level to 4?
Yes, you
Okay.
are. How does XP work for Reese? Is it just shared between the little pet, or are they treated as two
Me?
separate entities?
No, they level up when I do.
Sweet. I figured that's what happened, but
Yeah.
just wanted to be
They
sure.
also gain
Excuse me.
ASIs as well.
Okay. So the way I do hit points, you roll, and if it's less than average, take average. Because if it's less than average, you're probably gonna get just murked.
Ooh, I get captured.
I'd prefer my party to have a fighting chance in this ridiculous world I've put together.
So.
I mean, it's a homebrew world. I mean, anything could happen. So
Just go into the I don't know what to tell you.
Character Mancer is not optimized enough. Yeah, like they claim it's the most optimized thing since sliced bread, but no, it's really
No,
not.
no, it's not. That's why I don't use it. It sucks.
I always skip it, to be honest.
I usually do everything by hand when I live up and all that because it sucks.
There's an app I use for my phone. It's called 5th edition
Oh.
character sheet. Freaking love it.
Well, I'm gonna pull out my thing because my class isn't actually a class, so I can't do.
We
That's also an issue if you have if you don't have like a pro account and the material to have the character master updated.
Another can.
What are you tripping? So I have a lot of torch tokens, but it's all based on one character sheet that I made. It's an NPC, and I named it Timmy the Torch, and it's just a PNG of a torch, and that's it, with dynamic lighting enabled.
Should I do?
I'm trying to think of what feat would be a +1 to intelligence. Oh, observance, freaking useful.
But
That and
Eris,
the alert feat.
you'll have to realize, take observant. I'm going to ask you the.
And it's bad, and it's this bad already.
Read lips. What are they saying? Read lips. What are they saying? Not to the point where I've had DMs say, "That face is turned." Such like,
That's
That's
dirty.
one way to get past it.
Yeah, it's a little tiny fu to the guy who took observant. Right? Like I always take the alert feat within the first 10 levels.
oh, you always.
I remember a time in the Underdark, I took the
Alert feat.
alert feat. I was the only one who took the alert feat.
So bad. It's literally.
You were never surprised. Like, okay, well that just ruins any form of like RP involving surprise attacks.
It ruins every.
It really does.
You in a grand ballroom. Rogue at the punch bowl, spiking it, whatever.
About a
At
mile
the
away.
opposite
Like,
end
yeah.
of the building. Someone pulls a knife on the Rogue knows combat because the so bad. It's so stupid.
Agreed. I feel like
it in
that feat
principle.
should be a
It needs
bit
to be
more. I feel like the wording needs to be changed.
It does push it while they're. Oh,
I mean, the alert feat.
Up on them.
I feel like the alert feat should just simply increase passive perception, and that's it. Just call it a day.
I don't
Because
think
I
it's
mean,
just that, but I definitely.
yeah, because having the wording be such an absolute constant, it's just unfair, I believe. Plus, it makes the DM have one heck of a time to deal with everything. It's not nice.
Of the fight him.
Yeah.
it's- Alert is poorly.
Agreed. which is why I use it so friggin' much. Try to aggravate enough people that Wizards of the Coast will change that up.
Figured out.
Yay!
I don't think I did that right.
I am smart. That's an initiative roll. Yep.
I'm going to roll a
Uh,
6.
am I supposed to have no charisma?
You would have at least 1 point in charisma, otherwise you're technically a dead character.
Isn't 30.
I think it wasn't it, if you had a 0 in any stat, you were dead. Which edition am I? The first?
No. So add a 0.
Okay,
Mental
so
stats had like most of them were like some having no, but like oh yeah, I gotta take. I already have
6.
language. I already speak.
right.
Hey, I
As
have
it is.
38 hit points now.
38.
38.
You have twice
I have a really high con.
apparently.
I have a 16 in con.
That's
Yeah, I missed.
more than the usual player. At least.
Oh wait, no, that's my. Never mind. Hang on.
Now
Oh,
rolling
okay.
7.
I have 11
Yeah.
charisma.
Once
Never mind.
I once played a campaign where I was an orc barbarian with a 3 intelligence. It was Grog. The party told him to do things that he didn't want to, but he didn't know that he didn't want to because he was too dumb to know. He had 3 intelligence. He understood body language. That's it.
I thought his was like a 6.
And over time, he was doing cursed items. Like he had a helmet that would talk to him.
It
Oh,
was similar. It might have
Okay.
also.
sorry.
Yes. He had like a pair of gloves that each had that would each talk to him through said curse. Like a piece of his equipment would talk to him. He'd have like a full on council meeting in his head. And he would just do whatever the armor told him.
Oh my goodness.
And ultimately he ended up in the astral plane. And as a running gag, I've been having like people in my campaigns like finding pieces of grog, like legit a gloved hand just laying on the ground. The hand is still in the glove, and if you put the glove on, it's cursed and it talks to you and all that. Yeah. I once had a player gather up all the pieces of Grog's armor,
Oh my.
basically. I miss Grog. The party was in a dungeon. They opened a they opened a coffin, and there was a portal inside the coffin. And they go, "Hey, Grog, jump in the portal," and he did so, and he was never seen again.
Oof.
There's 13 grams of sugar in a Nutri-Grain bar? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So much.
To be fair, there's at least 30 grams of sugar per cubic inch of my blood.
Should I go heroism or shield of faith?
I mean, I've always been one, but to each their own.
Heroin.
Okay. Anyway.
Fun. Yelp chuckle out of me at least.
That.
Is frosted steps the opposite of burning steps?
It, exactly. It's like Ohio in winter,
Oh.
but all around.
Alright, I'm done.
It's constantly that type of weather where every morning your car is completely frosted over all over the windows.
You know, if this world had cars.
Just saying, like that's the term. That's the.
No,
I'm trying to just
I get you.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. Already?
So, do the recap. Wait,
Yeah, sorry about that.
We didn't realize
I
we
could've-
were gonna level up. I would have done that before we started stream.
last time we were rather tired from that session, so we were just kind of, yep, we're done, and then we ended the session. Here we are.
Alright. So, recap.
Previously on D&D. Last time we were in some kind of crypt underneath a church, and the church belonged to the god of light, Damaris.
I was gonna ask that. Oh, actually, you can do the recap and then I'll ask my question.
In chat, that's how you spell Damaris. So previously, there were a lot of undead that was attacking a town, and the party was sent to this church to figure out why the undead was risen like it was. They found what was causing the issue and stopped it. Yay! And we ended the session as the party was leaving the underground crypt. Funny enough, that underground crypt has a name, but nobody's discovered it written anywhere or anything like that. So nobody
Has there
knows.
been signs? Like,
There have been many books about embalming. Maybe the name would have been in there. Who knows?
I thought we took all the books.
You did take all the books, but nobody's read them.
Except for the
Exactly.
Question. I have a question.
Certainly.
When we destroyed the orb, the purple orb thing,
Yeah.
did it shatter and disappear, or was there still pieces left?
It's a bunch of shards of glass just spread around. It was a crystal ball that was
Okay,
enchanted,
that's right. It was a couple.
and the enchantment was broken, such as the glass was broken.
Can I pick up at least the bigger pieces so there's like we have proof that what we did down there?
Roll me sleight of hand, would you?
Are we good at that?
No, it's to see that you don't cut your freaking hand on it.
20.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
I am pretty good at that.
You are not possessed.
Thank you.
that's a charisma.
No, it was to see if you didn't cut your finger on the shard of glass.
And then possibly get possessed, I
And
guess.
then and then we would have done the charisma check.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm gonna carefully put these in my
Well, what I'm
bag.
hearing is I could have some pros.
I don't know.
That's a weird train of thought. I like where your head's at, though. Let's go.
To put those arrows into the category of this could.
Yeah, this could be super bad. This could be helping the villain.
However,
Danger rocks.
That category for me is the same as.
No.
No.
Okay.
That's the same line of reasoning as let's split the party.
Broken.
No, talk to
Same train of thought. Let's split the party. All right, so the party has collected all the loot they wanted, I believe. Who knows? And they are leaving the underground crypt.
Question. Did it look like this was always, or did it look like it was?
You mean the underground area? It had always been there. It looks older than the church that's sitting on it. Clearly, the church was built on top of a burial ground.
I don't know who chooses to make a church there, but okay.
I mean,
Apparently.
yeah.
All right. Oops. Ow, why?
Well, let's get these items checked out, see if you're able to identify them.
Are you able to identify them?
I mean, probably. I'd have to sit while.
I mean, we're in the safest place right now.
Outside in the middle of nowhere.
We're standing outside a temple.
It's also not a table. You want me to sit on the ground?
Yes.
Do I look like a barbarian?
No, but you look like
Can
some.
I get a nice, comfortable chair? It's cold too. Let's get inside of a tent.
Nobody answered that.
So, probably should be a little careful. I mean, still the.
Debatable.
Where's the DN? Where's the closest house?
Back towards the town.
Okay.
Full of undead. I think we're in the safest spot.
Oh, you
that's
think
right.
it's full of undead?
That's right. The undead cult collapsed. Never mind.
There
Just
you
kidding.
go.
I
There you
remembered. I remembered.
Know that the
Yeah, certainly.
Oh,
So,
Except
I
for that
mean,
weird ass
undead.
skeleton that gave me the pouch.
Yeah, the pouch.
that was there when
The pouch
after.
with a ring in it, full of gems. Yeah.
I mean, I do have a couple questions for the guards, whoever's in charge.
Sure.
It's a bit interesting situation.
All right. So,
So are we heading back to the...
are you heading back towards?
Probably expecting us around too long.
Find
They
us?
might come looking for. I guess wouldn't really harm us.
Oh.
So the
How many
party.
things I have to. Fine.
Well, there's the armor, these two
There's a
daggers,
sword,
and a sword.
Sword and 2 daggers.
Oh, and also in this weird ring with a whole bunch of gems in here.
Like an hour's worth of work. Or
And
if every single one of those gems has to be.
probably, but
I'm okay with that.
we kind of need
You're
a...
okay with it. You don't have to do the work.
It'd also be nice to take a short rest because, you know, I heard a bit being shot at and stabbed.
Not been shot at and stabbed. There were all these really great stone pillars that you could have hid behind. I'm the smart thing. Cover.
Ignore the pile of supplies over here. I mean, yeah, whatever.
I really think we should take a short rest, and that should give you enough time to divine whatever we have.
Yes.
Does
You
he even
arrive
have enough
there-
light? Maybe we should all just rest and we'll come back to this in the morning.
You arrived at the temple about midday, and after everything happened
We spend a bit
inside,
of time.
yeah, it is now evening.
Well, probably best if we don't.
Hmm? Can we just make camp now?
Probably, I don't know, it's kind of a message. Let 'em know that
Me.
we're-
I can start the fire.
I can start the fire. That's one of the few things I'm good at.
Can you send a message? Because I can't.
I on that kind. I was hoping that one of you with the small animals, I don't know, send a bird or something. I could write a nice note. I have some stationery.
I mean,
hate outside.
I can send Cass, but it may take a while because I'm not sure if I feel like it should be
Out of character.
large.
How long?
It was a 4-hour walk from the city to the temple.
I can't send Cass.
It would take the little
4 hours and 4 hours back.
no, that's walking. The little guy would be flying, wouldn't he?
No, she can't
Yep.
fly.
Oh, sorry. She can't fly.
She can. I mean, she can speed run.
And either of you elves like talk to birds?
Me? First of
Or the
all,
other one?
I am not an elf. I'm a half
Ooh,
elf.
ooh.
Oh.
Shots fired. Arrows sent.
And second of all, I don't talk to animals. I talk to Cass.
I mean, he's got
Cass is a
Pretty
is
much everything
is a
an animal
is a
except for
is a
undead
s-
and oozes.
is in the dragon family.
Constructs.
She's not a lizard.
I guess technically, celestial. Elementals are definitely not. But everything else, probably plants. Plants aren't. I meant like the
Wow.
living plants.
I had
treants,
no idea.
myconids.
I had no idea plants were not animals. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, the mind of Snorri.
Glad I could help you.
Okay, so
What?
But
Sharpening it.
yeah, you look over and you see Dex just sharpening daggers and all their chicken's equipment. Just listening.
Oh wow.
oh my, the sound effect. I love it.
Sure. Are you sure you're a wizard?
I don't even really know you people either.
I know that.
I'm Snorri, by the way. I don't know if we actually formally introduced ourselves.
Name's Reese. Yeah, we should probably more or less introduce ourselves. We really haven't really introduced.
What you have is nothing more than a system of wires and circuits. It can show feelings, only to the program.
Got another thing?
You got-
It will be
I got a second thing.
more than the table you built it on will be.
Ooh.
Alright, did I miss anything while our door?
No, I just said we should probably.
I am. Alright, I guess we could camp here for the time being, but. And.
No.
Table.
But I have my own.
Do you have to keep doing that? It's so loud.
Yes. He gets back to it.
Oh my.
Well, guess if he has to do it.
He's taking care of his.
Yeah.
Blades don't sharp.
I assembled the one blade. This doesn't need sharpening. The other does.
Wait, is that the sword you got from the tomb?
Ye-
Okay.
No, not the sword of tomb, but the
Just his regular.
It is
it's
back
expert
with
my
the blade
expert.
one.
Okay.
He hasn't.
I got a couple of daggers on
He
me.
hasn't
mace on me now.
attuned anything yet. None of us
Yeah.
have.
Nobody's done anything with all this fancy
No,
crap.
we're
they
trying to get the wizard to identify it.
They want me to do something for them, and they couldn't have troubled themselves to bring a table and, I don't know, like a 3-piece band to keep.
I don't think any of us were planning on
First of all,
being here
I have-
overnight.
That wasn't said in character.
Mm.
My
Oh,
name's
my.
Reese. And this is Cass. Cass pokes her head out from my. Not a lizard, she's a dragon. Dragon family.
I wouldn't call her a dragon. I mean, a lizard.
Oh, already done.
Hey Reese, when's the last time someone called Cass a lizard in her face? What happened last time?
They lost a couple fingers.
This
For now.
Yes, for
For now.
and how
I'm
Next.
Bina. Oh, I guess I'm kind of quiet.
okay. Since apparently you both spoke when that's fine. That's didn't know which I was speaking. I should specify. How about Dex? We'll let Vina go first. Sharpening that. How did it not?
says the guy that's gonna
I
probably
was
protect
being
him.
facetious.
Poor boy.
Yes, let's continue to insult our dude with a sharp
I'm
weapon.
Bina. I served as an acolyte. And I guess I have the ability to talk to animals or whatever.
So we've come full circle back to the messenger. Able to deliver a message for.
Out of character, I have a spell, but it's not prepared. And I have no spell slots.
We lost you.
Wait.
We lost you on video.
You lost me?
Yep.
Oh, 1 second.
And last but not least,
Next.
We.
Ex-guardsman. Not traveler.
All right, now we're all introduced. Druid over here. And send a message.
you can't send it either, so.
You saw how much I did back in that temple.
Arrows fly.
Yes, I saw you breathe fire several times. It was quite a marvelous feat of magic. That
She
you had
also
there.
shot glittering magic at the skeletons.
That was not nearly as impressive as the fire breathing.
I'm
say.
pretty sure that the changing into an animal and blasting things with sparkly magic is a bit more,
A minor form of polymorphing ones. Not that impressive. Yeah.
Oh,
He is
that's
one
good.
up on you then, I guess.
So where are our characters relative to this sheet?
Um,
I figured
I'll
you were...
probably around the campfire right here, and I'm probably sitting right here on the stump.
all really...
Ah!
Fixing everything on the fly.
My toe. My
It's a D.
I'm trying to keep up. All right.
All good.
So everyone's having a inside chat at this point. Whatever time of friendship there are between the party members, they're being forged as we speak.
This wonderful friendship together.
Oh wait, where's me?
Put yourself. Do it. I'll do it.
I'm like, how do I do that?
There you are. Burn the druid. Burn. Okay. So yeah.
I'd really prefer not to.
So everyone.
Although I suppose if I caught fire, I could snuff it out pretty quickly, huh?
I could too. Prestidigitation.
and if we didn't put it, died. Magic capable of.
Messed up. I love it. Messed up.
Mold
It's a
Earth.
transmutation.
Gosh.
Climate transmutation wizard.
Love it. I love it. So what's happening now?
So, do you want to tell us what these do, or are we going to sit and try to persuade you more in divining what these are?
I'm hungry.
I
Okay.
parking. Nice and properly. All right.
I mean, you could use a rock, one of these rocks over here as a table, if you really need.
It's not flat. I need something nice and flat.
Picky, I
Why the
guess.
ground is gonna.
I hope
Did you?
that's acceptable. Here, I'm gonna turn it slightly. Bang. Uh-oh, now it's scary. There.
Cross-legged. Alright, what's the
Focusing now.
first item that I need?
Probably, let's do the armor. It's the biggest thing. We put all the armor down.
Okay.
Just keep it in the center of the island.
They flump the armor out in front of you. This very shiny designed armor.
I will rich.
Great. So this here in front of you is a +1 plate, full plate armor made of mithril. Every other attack adds a 1d6 radiant damage when worn.
Alright, so +1. My lead broke! +1 plate mithril.
Yes.
The scratching sound, guys, by the way, was a light opener and a pair of trees and pair of milk clippers.
Oh god. behind the scenes,
And
everyone.
I just figured you were actually sure.
it adds
actually-
what?
No.
It every other attack, it grants a 1d6 radiant damage. Every other attack, 1d6 radiant. Have fun.
There's only one person in this group that can wear it, and it's small.
As you're finishing up your 11 minutes, you notice there's an additional effect working in harmony with the mithril status of the armor. It grants immunity to necrotic damage. And that's it.
This seems thoroughly worthless. Just a big hunk of metal. Why do people even wear this stuff?
Oh god.
Is he lying?
What? It's obviously magic.
Oh,
I
yes,
don't
Of
know.
course it's magic.
What
I mean,
it do? What does
it's-
it do?
It's, I mean, really, the only thing that's of note, really, of this is it's made of that metal that the dwarves really like. Really light stuff. Anyways,
Mithril?
yeah, that stuff. It's got your basic protection, enchantments, and you know, you can hit with holy radiance every now and then, but not every time.
That seems
It
useful.
seems so useless. Why not every time? Who made this garbage? Also, it protects you from necrosis.
That's also very useful.
What is that useful? How often are you fighting necromancers?
We just fought undead like an hour ago.
And did any of them afflict you with necrosis?
No, but
That's right. Most undead just stab you. This is a piece of garbage. You're better off protecting yourself with real magic.
Oh my goodness.
you're sure
Anyways.
opinionated.
Get it
Next.
out. Hand me the next piece. Maybe
Here.
it'll be more interesting.
I put down one of the ornamental daggers.
Okay.
11.
Before you, there's a dagger that matches the armor. It is a silver coloring with the with a bronzy gold inlay. Very intricate. No gems to be noted, but looks very stylish. And you do notice, yes, there is a magical property to the blade. It will never dull. This blade is so sharp, it ignores AC. To touch AC. Meaning, to hit a target, you need to roll a 10 or better. No. Only physical armor.
So non-magical.
Oh, it would shear it in half.
This dagger can probably cut through anything. I could probably use research.
I need something that I can keep.
There
There
is
are
a second
two.
dagger. There's a second one, yes.
I think Dex has the other one.
Am I able to tell without?
It has the exact same feel if you were to pick it up in your hand as the first one.
It's the same. All right, so one will be the stabby dagger, and the other one will be the whenever I need to cut something that's so hard that I don't need to magic. You know how hard it is to cut adamantine? This would probably be really easy.
Take your word for it.
I take the dagger and toss it to Reese, saying, "You're better off. You're a better dagger fighter than I am."
Thank you. There's
That
two. He
leaves-
is. I'm sure he's tossing me the other one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that leaves the sword that was with the daggers
And then the
and
ring.
the ring.
All right.
Wait, what was the next one? What do you?
The
sword.
long sword.
The long sword. Okay. You pick it up, and yes, it is a +1 long sword. However, it feels very mysterious to the touch. It does not sit well with you. It is cursed.
But that's all I.
You know that it has something to do with strength.
Toss it back down to the thing. I don't want to touch that. First, we should put it back.
That's. What about this ring?
You know, you can always sell it to some.
Feel that
Yes.
that's not the best
Yeah,
idea.
you hear the former guard go, yes.
Dex would definitely know about that.
I mean, like, how severe are they? I don't know the nature of the curse, so it would be
Capital
wielded
punishment.
in some way.
I
Wizard,
wouldn't even do that.
and you,
I'm 100%
Wizard.
sure I would not do that.
Wizard, I hold my hand out and go, that's the least.
Wallop, the hand goes off.
How about this ring before you get yourself into more trouble?
It's the
I haven't done anything yet.
it's the very last item on the chopping block, as it were.
Identify.
You pick up the simple looking ring. It is bronze in material and it has a large divot in the side that looks like you can fit a gem into. When you pick it up, it has a very strange property. The enchantment on this ring is whenever you insert a gem into the opening that's worth 10 gold or more, the gem will be consumed and will allow the user to transfer the enchantment of one item to another.
Oh,
You have to have it on your hand, and you touch one object and touch the second, and it will move the properties to that second object. It works with any gem that's worth 10 gold or more.
So,
The other gem.
yeah, they are separate. They're all different.
Each and every of the 10 gems is a different type of gem, yes.
Red herring.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Like a very interesting. Obviously got some kind of transmutation method. But instead of transmute object, transmute magic itself. That's
wait.
Yep.
Is that how that would work? Like, if I
Yep. Indeed.
If they can transfer magic to another
it's a
item,
pity that it requires gemstones to operate.
Yes.
on my basis of magic gemstones, I needed to use magic. Some magic use gemstones. So
Does it all of the magical properties hypothetically part of it?
All of it at once.
Not that special.
I can just
For
suck the curse out.
for example, say that longsword, it would take everything off of it.
Put it on something.
It would then just be a +1 longsword.
Oh, so
no, bro.
it doesn't take the +1 out of the longsword.
No, that's in the craftsmanship, the +1, not the enchantment.
Not
normally.
usually. It's
Normally the +.
Made by design. But yeah, just the curse is the only magical effect it has.
Character note. All right. Well then, yes, I will. Happening.
Why?
What are you gonna move the curse to?
Is there a rock?
You know what? Put a curse in the rock. First elemental later is gonna be really mad. Problem for
Are you-
story.
What if you hung on to that rock and just simply had it like in a bag somewhere? And if you needed it in the future to mess with somebody, you could just move it from the rock to something else. You got me.
I wouldn't want to like reach my pocket and like grip the cursed rock to.
I don't think that's how you
Sound-
that.
Nope. Anywho's it. Do what you
So-
will.
I was wondering. One can pass.
Wait, what are you talking about? I mean, we could pull the magic out of it, put it into something else, like this rope. Not that I'm concerned about necrosis. but,
Uh-huh.
You know,
Not concerned about necrosis
concerned
at
at
all.
not at all.
Not at
But
all.
it's just a hypothetical. I mean, we have the means with which to transmute magical properties of one thing into another thing. Also, how is that lizard going to wear that armor?
It's magical armor. Have
Actually,
you ever seen
transmutation-
magical armor?
Transmutation would probably be able to do that, so I guess I should entirely. Anyway,
Anyway.
it'd still be +1 plate.
Yes, it would.
How many times are you going to hit stuff with weapons?
Does it work? Like, to be able to add it to
The wording is attack, not melee, not magic. It's just attack.
every other flame strike. I'll be like a cleric light.
But pass is always being able to hit a little bit harder. Probably.
And having complete immunity to necrotic damage in the future.
I agree. Cash, you get the armor.
She's took a lot of damage in that whole fight.
Yeah,
That's because they didn't take cover like an intelligent creature should have done.
Oh my. Shots fired.
Big shots fired.
Excuse me?
There's a reason that archers and crossbowmen plug pavases out into the battlefield. I know it sounds weird, but I mean, it's like...
Snorri?
Can I
Snorri?
stab him, please?
I heard it didn't.
Well, how about you
I-
not insult my companion?
Hey,
Snorri?
guys,
Yes.
Snorri, which of what we borrowed are you interested in? Exactly.
Well, if he removes the curse, I'll take the longsword.
I
Character D.
I do, but at the same time, I'm wielding a scimitar.
Right, but the attacked weapon...
Makes it a
it
We get a
makes
plus
already
one.
+1, and you act of the blade to change it to whatever type of weapon.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's funny. Nobody knows what the curse actually does, is the funny part.
Yeah.
That's because you have to be affected by it.
And I don't think any of us have dispel magic, remove curse, or whatever to.
Spell magic does.
Yeah.
Snorri, what all of the loot are you interested in? Like,
Strictly
personal.
speaking, all of it. But, you know, I mean, I I understand that that's not how it works. But my research is very expensive.
Snorri, if you want to study the
And?
longsword, you can.
Get jobs.
I don't need it. It's not powerful enough for me.
I don't know how to wield.
You
Perhaps
can't.
back when
Look.
I was in my youth, I could have learned, but I decided to.
Snorri,
Take
I
a
said
different path.
study. Don't you study?
Well, that's exactly my point.
I mean, we could sell the sword, but then always disclose that it's cursed.
We could transfer the curse into this rock and here and God that someone pick this rock up. And at that point, if you're picking up random rocks, maybe you deserve to be.
Yeah, if you can find a rock.
He's got a point. He's got a point there.
The ring.
A
Who
small,
wants the ring?
a small
I
part
think
of
it's
me
more.
wants.
The ring should be more of like a group thing. Decision.
Not a group. I mean, once we get back to the thing, I'm going to talk to.
Are you gonna talk to him?
No,
Marcus Dunt.
Marcus. After I'm going to talk to Marcus as he.
Well,
back to
Marcus
normal, and if
Dunt
he's not back
was
to
a
normal-
skeleton. If
If
he
he's
was
back
like
to normal,
if
is
he
what
was
I'm
like
saying.
any of the other undead that we saw drop, he is probably a pile of bones.
Well, but that's the
Nobody
thing.
knows.
Pile of bones. Then all I need is his head and a little bit of research, and then I'll be able to get whatever questions I need out of him. The point is that now that we've done this little adventure, we're probably gonna go our merry way and never see each other ever again.
So questions like, was the crypt accessible to anybody else? Who had access to it? Would overrun Lock Hollow with undead? Is there anything special about this place? Is the undead issue localized or is it spreading?
Boring questions.
These
I
are-
was gonna
no, I
ask him
think-
about something completely different. He
I think
might
those were
know
good
some
questions.
things about the philosophers.
Oh my.
What?
What?
Oh my. Here we
My
go.
research. Am I not? I told you my research is very expensive.
I feel I feel like the ring would be the biggest step towards your research yet.
Oh yes, I definitely. I'm just saying. We're gonna have to figure out how we're going to split this stuff because we're probably never gonna see each other again after.
I have an inkling that this undead issue is not as localized.
And
And I'd rather have this not spread to Middleheim.
Okay, well, Middleheim they have an army that can sit right.
not
Or
right now.
or
Middleheim doesn't have an army right now.
or Silverwing. I'd rather not spread to Silverwing either.
Okay, I mean that would be very bad, but I can't let stuff like that get in the way of my research.
So, what you're telling me is the lands are, like, essentially plagued, and you're more worried about studying books?
Ooh, shots
Yes,
fired again.
That is exactly what I am saying.
Do I know Marcus personally?
I haven't seen. But like,
No.
do any
DM.
of you? Sorry, you're asking if any of the rest of you.
It would only be Nathan at this point. Like on a personal basis, it would just be Nathan.
What about the main guard, the guard commander? Will I know him as well?
There's a strong chance you would know him. Yes.
Will I know for a fact he will keep the Marcus's research away from Snorri just to get his help to shut up?
Besides, I mean, the undead problem is probably just some random necromancer take over the world. I mean, it's all boring. It's silver coin mystery novel stuff. I like a good mystery, but I mean,
Let's
This is
not
so
care about other
cliché.
people other than yourself.
You may not get the research.
It's cliche.
It's
People are
cliché.
dying, and it's cliche.
People die all the time. It's the one
Not like
unifying
this.
constant that all of us mortal races share. We all
Not
die.
like this.
I mean, die in different ways. Some found, turn to death in a fire. Some people die and nobody around.
Pulls
Children,
out a journal,
wives.
noting.
Obviously, we'll talk to the captain who. I'm sure he had a name. I
Oh,
was
we
really
will.
more interested in talking to Marcus.
We will as a group.
Yay! I was gone like 2 seconds.
We still
Just-
noticed your absence.
I flipped a switch and that's it. My goodness.
I'm just-
All right, so yeah.
Okay,
You-
what is it? I keep getting mad when I call it a lizard. Small, it has scales, has 4 arms, legs.
Break.
That's a kind of a lizard.
Part of the dragon family. The cousin. Her species is cousins to dragons.
And lizards are cousins to dragons. It's like.
Like this will be an
taxonomically
ongoing joke for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah. And we'll see how many times Cass takes a swipe at Snowy
Ooh,
as a result.
if you lose a finger, I'm not at fault here, folks.
As,
I'm
as
just barely
a,
able to DM.
I still have 9
a
left.
bonus action, I'm gonna let Cass jump off my shoulder and she transforms into a medium-sized creature, so she's not
Oh,
tiny anymore.
Okay. Intimidation roll, please. Thanks. Just on a scale of 1 to 10, how much he fills his pants. That's all. I'm just saying. I'm just curious what that intimidation roll would be. That's all. I'm curious what kind of fangs we're showing here.
Oh, it's very evident that Cass is not happy.
Okay. And I have no doubt that Snorri would notice.
Want to Oh, no, she's not rolling yet. She's just baring her teeth and growling at you.
That's an intimidation, though.
Yeah,
That is a term.
Is it
Yeah.
charisma? Because her charisma's crap, man.
It would be charisma, yes.
-10. That's with a -2.
It sounds like a growling chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Look, I'm not saying that it's a lizard, but it's got scales. It's clearly reptilian. For simplicity's sake, it's
I
a
would
lizard. know that technically
appreciate.
speaking,
I would
turtles aren't lizards,
appreciate.
but we still call
Uh-oh.
them.
I would
Are we?
appreciate.
Nobody calls a turtle a lizard. Are we gonna sit here and argue about Cass's species all night?
I would appreciate if you would not call her a lizard, and I'm pretty sure she would as well.
Okay, moving on, please. Thank you. We're losing precious time here, folks.
Could I?
I was happy.
I mean, as much as I enjoy watching,
I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. Wait.
No, it's all good. It adds to the flavor. I'm just gonna roll out my bedroll and like try to get some sleep.
sweet.
Y'all can join me if you want.
Oh,
But no, but use your own fucking
During that whole
bedroll.
argument,
Oh, yeah.
Reroll.
Yeah, Reese pulls out her own bedroll.
One,
Stop it.
phrasing. Two, elves don't normally sleep.
He meditates on her bedroll.
Meditate.
Who should take
Rest.
first watch? I don't think we just fall asleep randomly all at the same time.
Yes.
I can take first watch with
Does
Cass.
your Drake sleep? Great dog.
She'll make a great guard animal on my watch.
Cool.
But if you're on watch,
I feel like you're trying to get out of something.
we still got our guard duty.
man,
Yeah, you've emphasized that
can't see
many
in the dark.
times.
I'm a terrible person. to
Then
be
maybe
on
you
watch.
should take like last
Just
watch where
summon
the
a little
sun is like
Light
coming
wisp.
up.
I'm getting strong Pokemon vibes here, folks.
Well, I'm just saying, like if I use dancing lights to create light while I was on starters, it actually works for a minute at a time. I'd have to cast it over, and I'd have. It'd be so tiring to cast it repeatedly.
Also, we do have a campfire.
You have torches, don't you?
I mean, I do, but the point is, whether I use dancing lights
He starts to
spell,
eat a ration.
or use a torch, it attracts attention. If there is something out there trying to put us in a sleep while I'm on watch, I know exactly where I am.
Yeah, and they already know where we are because of the fire anyway that's burning right next to us.
At my finger.
Snap my fingers again. Back up.
Yeah, see that we can go with that. That's easy.
You're taking
And you
my
can't do that to a-
watch.
You can't do that
Shut
to
up.
Oh my.
you can't do that to a torch.
I can. That's not the point. The point is, I would be the better members of keeping watch are those that can do so without light and can in the dark, like all the non-humans present.
I see the logic, but I also see the laziness.
Oh yes,
Yep.
definitely.
You're not getting out of a
Yeah,
watch.
you-
If we
yeah.
got to, you've got to.
I mean, I can see the
Well, if you
rationality
got-
forming, but
My character
Well-
definitely wants to do work as a
We've
Uh-huh.
noticed.
That's why
We've
That's-
he's a wizard in the
noticed.
particular manner that he.
Yeah, Dex is. You hear Dex from his role. You're doing the last watch, so shut up.
who here has the highest passive perception, please?
Mine's 11, which is shit.
Mine's 12.
I'm pretty sure Vino was the one with the highest.
Yeah.
Cass is 11.
Vino, what is your passive perception?
Getting it. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Uh,
That is a 15 passive perception.
yeah.
Sadly, that's not enough.
Crap.
Nobody notices anything.
But my passive perception,
Also not enough.
Also not enough.
I just noticed that by taking
Yes.
Wait. Sorry though, it didn't save you this time. Anywho, go ahead and continue about your night.
out of character, I but I don't know. I didn't notice it. So. Wait a minute. Was it light when we first had this?
I think it was darker.
It was
Sun
like,
was setting.
yeah, it was evening, like 9 at night, 10 at night, roughly.
In daylight, once daylight comes, I can send a message. fairly easily. I don't think it would have worked in the dark.
So
Bright as
after
the moon. Bright as the
after-
moon.
moonlight,
Gosh.
Clouds.
you can see the moon behind clouds. Yes.
Actually.
Ooh.
Made of cloud.
Ah.
It might not be able to work.
Okay. So after several rotations of nightly watching everything going around, nobody notices anything, and morning breaks. Which I have a feeling whoever's the last on guard duty wakes up the rest of the party.
I said I was taking first watch. So.
Yeah, and I was thinking.
I mean, I was.
Because that's when I was gonna. Like
Well,
for me to
I
see
mean,
what-
if then at some point, like you only need what 4 hours of meditation.
I'm like, I wasn't sleeping.
She would have been up as like she'd still be up during your watch, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just like resting.
So
Oh, are you gonna?
No, I don't want to be rude and wake them up.
So whoever is awake during the final 1 hour before before sunrise will witness a man come out of the bushes. One single man wearing a robe.
Ah,
Ah, jeez.
wow,
Here we
wow.
go.
Small area. No, it's just a cloaked figure comes through. But
Oh.
but due to the broadness of the shoulders, definitely
Question.
pale. Yes.
Before all of this,
Uh-huh. Ah, damn it.
one armor. Never discussed who got the armor.
I thought Cass would.
Because if Cass, if group was okay with me taking it and equipping it to Cass, I would have done that before falling asleep.
Okay.
okay.
So if that is a group, yes, then the Drake has a 19 AC.
So for like an hour, you see me.
Wait.
The +1 and all the other magical bonus.
It already had an 18 beforehand.
Cass's AC is 17 before
Oh,
magical
17.
bonus.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought it was
So
18. My bad.
yeah.
18 AC.
It's one specifically. Not all of the companions have such a high. I'll continue and I'll add.
What does the
So
Drake do?
for an hour, I have my hand on the armor and a hand on Cass, and I just assume that during this time the armor changes to fit onto Cass.
Yeah, I was hoping.
And then or like
I mean, okay, so it says here that there is let's you perform a special ritual to merge a magical item to during a short rest. Merging with an item requires physical contact with the soulbinder and the item and the. It doesn't really explain how visually or effective. I think it's left up to.
Well, if it's gaining specifically the magical benefits, then
So
technically
it
you don't gain
adds
+1.
no, well, it says if you bind a +1, or like example,
Part of what we were
yeah,
is the
+1 is
magical
magical because it says in here, it says, for example, if you bind a +1 plate armor to your companion, it gains a +1 to its AC, not the benefit of wearing plate armor.
Understood. Okay. Yep. Cool. 18 AC. Got it. So basically, they're the tank, just the designated damage sponge from this point on.
ever. Answered.
Hmm.
Does anybody wake me up when the dude shows up, though?
Yeah, does
No, that's the thing. So, guy shows up wearing a robe.
Yeah. And he's approaching whoever's awake at that final hour.
Possibly. So,
I'm just like
So
sitting on my bedroll, waiting for
the figure is
everybody else to.
the figure is
wake
kind of
up.
hunched over, and the cloak looks like it's just draped over the figure, not really being worn by the figure. It's just kind of hanging on, and it's hunched over, walking towards Snorri.
oh. Who are you?
Behind the hood, you see the figure's wearing a mask, and in a husky breath, it says, "Snorri."
That's your name also? Quite interesting.
No, it's like talking to you.
he's
I
saying
know,
he that
but I'm replying
you
somewhat
question-
oblivious.
You are in fact Snorri, yes?
Oh yes, I am. Is that your name, or were you just addressing me after I asked your?
It has been some time, Snorri. It is me, Marcus.
I'm assuming.
Insight,
though.
insight away.
+0. Awesome. That's definitely Marcus.
As far as you're concerned, yes, it is definitely him.
Either that or it is Marcus, and I don't believe him.
You don't know either way. We'll go with that. You would be cautious in this situation.
No. Seen better days,
Indeed, I have.
having become some form of an head creature. Not in kind. But it looks like you mostly got better.
I am on the run from the authorities.
Too.
Survive?
Authorities. Guards back from the town.
That's correct.
Come, sit down by the fire. We'll discuss it more fully.
And Marcus.
Oh, there's a
shambles.
fire again?
I guess it's embers at this point. And it comes back to life. And Marcus, the figure of Marcus, shambles over towards the to one of the seats around the campfire.
Yes. Positive and creep. That's why the authorities want.
No. I am wanted because, and then he takes the mask off his face, and it's just a skull. A literal skull behind the mask.
Against the law.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Undead would be will 95.
And then he puts the mask back over his face.
Stand up straighter. Don't normally walk like that. Marcus,
He did have a hunch, but he didn't walk like that. He didn't drag a foot.
try to stand up straighter.
I am but a puppet in this frame.
Self?
Not very well.
You know, who brings the heart, who brings their vision,
I have an interesting question.
who bring their brain to the table,
This is also completely separate from the other question.
so that they're aware of what they're doing and they're making conscious choices.
Like, how you are. Ed, no.
Hey, Nathan. About how loud would you say you guys are talking?
I am not at all. That's not a thing. He thinks everyone's asleep.
Uh-huh.
The rest of your body. I mean, I could probably keep pretty well hidden. Function at all, and also that you are kind of a puppet. Might not be able to be controlled with
I don't have
body.
a
I
lot
mean,
of patience for
what can
people
a soul do?
who feel like they're downloading from the
Fuck.
cosmos. You know, just
I see your
that's
point.
how it came out.
Agon
Okay, great. Now let's make it better.
would be none the wiser.
But
Talk
you know,
too
just
loudly.
writing from a place of understanding rather than from a place of fear.
Speaking of which. Ah, they're asleep.
That would be quite demeaning.
Would be quite alive-ish. I guess.
Alive is a relative term.
Yes, it would be. I would be able to. We could figure out what's wrong with you. Back into a body or.
I didn't come here to survive. I came here with a warning.
Right?
In my home, there is quite a bit of research into an entity known as the Lord. Nobody knows his name. That's what everyone calls him. There has been a necromancer raising the dead near all of the major cities. Nobody has seen his face. All we know is that he lives in a fortress in the sky.
Necromancer? A separate.
Yes, they're one and the same.
Telling them very clearly a villain. Necromancer. Necromancers are predictable. Why I didn't study necromancy. Boring.
Agreed.
Alright, so research is in your.
Yes.
But still, are you going to try to survive, or after telling me this information, are you find yourself, Vivian, whatever?
Okay. At this point, I want to know. Saying he's not quiet Are we starting to wake up?
I'm also not loud.
I mean, yeah, you probably wake up at some point during this conversation.
In that case, I'm gonna stealth.
You don't have to step. I'm already not aware that you're. Like, you've already succeeded on your pretending to be asleep.
I'm talking about for Mr. Bones.
Mr.
First
Bone.
of all, Mr. Dunn.
I know for a fact you would be loud. So
Is it so
I'm
loud,
just saying.
so early?
Could possibly try to.
What would undo what?
Worry about it. Go back to sleep.
does Mr. Boneback see me?
He's not even watching anyone. He's focused on Snorri.
Do we have some? Who is this?
I'm not,
It would
Hey,
seem I have my welcome.
Hey, them no. Oh, you didn't know.
It's in plain sight. Workstation.
Sorry that someone taking it. Bring mundane stuff.
It's coded to the usual thing.
Ah, okay. Well, yes, if you please be careful. Never really knew it, but you know, I would hate to see such a great vine. Void for
Why is he on?
stupid, callous prejudices.
Wait. He's on the run? Why?
I never said that.
Why is he
Don't
on
worry
the
about
run?
But anyway, did you take me up
You
on
definitely said he's on the run.
Nathan, was Snorri looking around?
my offer? If you'll consider taking me up on my offer, no, it was not really looking around.
Okay.
I can do my best to hide you.
Sounds reasonable.
Think that you will be able to survive without the rest of the.
I-
Survive again being
so.
a relative to
I believe so.
it. Have a knife that's quick work of it. Don't know if it will hurt. Don't
He
know
more
anything
or
about
less
your condition.
tilts his head in question, like, what are you talking about?
Wait. Well, what is going on?
Talk about it later.
No, I'm up. I want to know what's going on. I feel like you're gonna.
Alright, well, wake up. Should we wake up the sleeping policeman?
It is at this point that the skeleton collapses to the ground. Like a legit xylophone effect and everything.
Did that man just collapse?
And is probably.
It's undead. And I walk out of the bushes.
I want to reach over and up this. Are you still able to talk, or
You see the jaw slightly twitch in your hand.
Why is there
just
Like it kind of like in a response.
like it can't talk right now?
Oh yeah. Like the jaw is still hinged to the rest of the skull. Yes.
The weirdest morning I've had, and I've had a lot of weird mornings.
got some?
Let me guess. That skeleton.
Not anymore. Now it's just. I did suggest that he talk very. Ass.
Please tell me you're not holding up that skull. Like,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're not gonna kiss it, are you?
I'm not gonna push the Shakespeare reference into the.
I would ride that straight down to hell. I'd go for it. 100%.
Why would we run anything straight?
all right.
Hey.
So, why did he come over here? Why did he come find us?
He came to find me.
Whatever.
I don't
How
actually.
did he even know you were here? How did he know you were here? When we saw him, he was a pile of bones, practically.
I mean, to be completely fair, that hasn't changed very much.
But Bones on a leash.
Okay, but I'm
I
saying
mean,
he
a
was
Bones
not.
on a leash.
Right. And he became unleashed. Probably not.
Obviously.
But that's not.
Do we want to take the rest of him, or are we only taking the head?
I'm pretty sure.
Wait, we're
Free to
taking
rummage
the
through.
skull? Hold on. What
I'm
sort of
pretty-
necromancy shit are you trying to do?
Necromancy in and of itself isn't illegal. Just certain aspects of necromancy are.
The ex-Gosman gives you like a look like
He's
really?
talking about the spells like reviving someone during battle, or after a long time, or what is it, healing? Isn't healing necromantic? I don't know.
No. Yeah.
There's some necromantic healing.
I'm just saying. Raising the dead as a skeleton. Raising the dead as very legal. Or semi. Is completely legitimate, non-illegal commercial purpose. Done with undead labor. I mean, really, just think of having a farm that is farmed day and night by skeletons. The magic wears out, you just have bone meal to fertilize the soil. Seriously, it's a problem that solves itself. But some people just won't listen to. Oh no, undead is unholy, and just ban it all outright. But anyways, I'm saying though that the capacity that are not undead is also a legit practice. As far as anyone's concerned, that is what I am doing here. Cast speak dead on my friend here. As you can see, he's not talking right now.
So, what information did he bring you then?
I mean, bring me in. Told me about some back at his. I mean, he did tell me some. Apparently, some kind of a being known only as. That being is a necromancer of great power who is raising dead around major cities, probably to try to take them over, just like I was saying.
And you
Wait a
believe
second.
this?
You were saying?
Right.
You were saying?
The other night, when we were talking about trying to figure out why the undead are coming, I said that it's probably just some evil necromancer trying to take over the world. This is, like I said, this is in every lame story about an evil necromancer. No offense.
I see what you're ripping on me, but then apologizing twice. This is it.
No. I'm not ripping on you, but Story thinks you're a hack.
I'll take it.
So you do see a vein pop on Dex's head when you saying all this. So
Anyways, we need to go back to town. I just need to go into Marcus's and gather up the information that he told me about. We'll probably be able to learn more about this board from them. And then we'll probably be able to take this information, figure out all the important stuff, tell the relevant authorities, and they will be able to send their armies to crush him and his undead menace, and we won't have to deal with it at all. Because that could be dangerous.
Wait. You're just okay, so the skeleton who purports himself to be Marcus as a puppet, just walks up to you and is like, "Hey, there's research in my home that pertains to the stuff. You should go and get it." You're just gonna go and get it?
Yeah, wouldn't you?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I'm interested. I want to know what's in there.
See?
Especially since
What if there are more?
my hometown is.
Wait. First things first. I punched the bounce. We need to take this back because no doubt the guard is looking for it, and they're gonna ask questions about.
That's a good idea. And we could say that bought it and the head was broken and we never saw it since.
I'm okay with that.
Who's got the best lying face?
I Portuguese.
Who's the new face of the party?
Deception?
I am
I'm
actually
not,
quite good at it.
I'm not terrible at
Outside, I have a +6 to deception and persuasion, so
You're the face.
I'm quite good at that. I'm actually quite good at talking people out of things and information.
Okay. So let me just make sure that I'm understanding you correctly. You want to go in there, but like I imagine you're thinking just yourself, but like anyone else who wants to go, who has the information, can go too. But like, at most that would be 4 people. You want to go into a home that you have not been in, that a skeleton came out of.
I mean, whoa.
No, the skeleton came from the guard's camp.
I assume
That was tied up.
I assume he was alive when he last left his house.
I'm pretty sure he just. He didn't really ask.
Right.
Are you guys
Also
taking the bones back?
Oh, not to mention, what if somebody else knows about the research?
it's coded.
Right, but wouldn't they be looking for it?
That doesn't mean that they could cipher his code.
But they could be there looking for it.
That's possible.
We should go
true.
now.
That's why we should go as possible. Also, I should probably go alone. I mean, maybe what? Like, we already told the guard captain that I was planning to get the research anyway. So
That was true. We did that was discussed.
they wouldn't think it was weird if I went in house to get research.
To
I'll
confirm.
go with you.
Where do we want to
Well-
meet?
Well, we got to check the situation with the undead at town first.
Alan, you just asked a question.
Okay, is anyone? Are we taking the bones back
Yeah.
to?
Yeah.
Dex was
So as you will notice that there's a string wrapped around where the skeleton's neck was, with a little gnarled bronze key on the string. It's very hard to miss.
There's
There's a key on the string that was around the skeleton's neck.
His house. It could be his house key.
Could also be his prison key.
Well, how about you take this key just in case, and I toss it over to Dex.
Well, we can't just. Oh my gosh.
What? It's a key.
We can't just go picking up items.
I mean, we literally went into a crypt and took all the items in there. I mean, what's the difference between taking a key off this corpse?
Sword.
Sword is still cursed, mind you. So who's carrying that right now? Anyway?
That's a scabbard, right?
Yes.
Alright. Wrap it up.
Okay. Just making sure.
Well, turn to the guard. Tell him about the curse. We may get a reward for it.
Okay, what if we didn't sell it? What if we kept it until,
figured out what
Somebody
the
was a
course
big
was.
jerk and pretended
Oh
to
my
be their
gosh.
friend.
We will always
and gave
disclose if there's a curse on it or not.
What if we meet this lord, this evil necromancer, convinced him we were his friends, and gave him the cursed sword? I'm just saying it could be a way to deal with the problem.
Snow.
He's an evil necromancer. You think he's interested in making friends?
Yes, actually. It's just he prefers to make them from the bodies of his enemies. That's kind of how evil necromancers work.
I can't use that.
I grabbed the sword and like we're turning it in. That's that.
Okay.
But it could be useful.
Woohoo!
Aren't you
For
going
us.
with snoring?
Just had a ridiculous idea. What if you move the curse to a tree?
What
Very
about
mean to the
rock?
tree.
I look at the
All they
Yeah,
do is poke my feet around barefoot.
I look at someone. The only way we're gonna keep the sword if you transfer the damn curse off the damn sword.
Aren't a very creative lawn. Where are you?
Are you kidding me? Last time you tried to sell a curse item, I straight up broke the damn back.
Well, I'm not interested in any of the loot, but I'll take a cut of whatever we sell.
That sounds good. So unless you want to transfer the curse out of the blade, and we can use it as a backup.
I'm just saying,
Pulse
it
roll.
would be.
Nice.
Okay. What was that, Alan?
A +1 mithril longsword is pretty nice. Just saying.
I know. Yeah, it is. It's better.
Over.
He didn't say it was. Actually, he only said the daggers were super colored. The longsword, he just said it was.
Saying it matches the armor. The daggers match the armor. Everything matches each other.
It's part of a
Therefore,
complete
they're all
set.
mithril.
But then why would the sword be cursed?
You complete breakfast.
Maybe it's not a bad curse, Nathan.
I guess I wish I knew the nature of it.
He's onto something. You're learning how
no.
my
Nathan loves to make curse items that aren't bad curses.
brain's catching on to the way my mind works.
Wait,
That's
is that
work a lot
bad
like
curse?
Nathan's.
It has a cost.
Okay. Out of character hypothetical. Armor gives me necrotic damage. What if the blade additional necrotic, but to both the wheel? Armor would make them immune to it.
Catching on.
Oh
Yeah, I
wow.
mean this.
Hi.
Okay, I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
it's like this is kind of
Mystery. Got it. Oh my goodness.
That's what it does? It does a certain amount of necrotic damage to the wielder and the... Okay.
Doing radiant. It was necrotic radiant damage simultaneously.
But
was
the
their
wielder
business.
also takes the damage.
But because the armor negates all of that.
Hang on,
So
hang on.
can the lizard sword too?
Yeah, the lizard can eat the sword.
Scary.
All right.
Oh.
See, there you go.
Cass is decked out.
Glad I didn't
That
transfer the
is-
curse to the rock.
Wait. If you
Oh, that
move
would
the
have been hilarious.
the effects to a rock, feed the rock to the Drake, and keep the sword.
The Drake wouldn't get a +1, but it would get the other magical, unless the sword...
I mean, that's the thing.
Is-
Hypothetically, the way you described it, should train.
Yeah,
Nobody
it should
knows what the curse
transfer
is.
+1.
That's the kicker. Nobody knows what the cost of the curse is.
Well, we
What do
assume... One of the things is
to
we
do-
assume it's,
Worst that could happen.
That's the word.
well, you said strength.
I don't
so
know. You're the
maybe-
wizard. You tell me.
Maybe the
could
strength
be
is
something as
reduced
simple
by,
as-
like, reduces strength by a certain amount. So, like, if it's an 18, it becomes, like, -2 or something. I don't know. Says it has to do with strength.
can
There's a
always
call.
test it.
I mean,
Dex, how brave
Can
are
you-
you?
you could go find a weak monster and just give him the sword, see what happens.
I don't think Dex is interested in wielding
Well, then
a
how are we
cursed
supposed to figure
weapon.
out what the curse is if we give it to a monster? Hey, here, monster, have this. Tell us what it does.
Well, theoretically, I could speak to it.
Oh, the animals. If we gave it to a goblin, it already
Catch it.
speak.
Tie the squirrel to the sword.
Oh, right. I needed to send that message.
So are we giving the sword to Cass, or we're gonna just
I
turn
think
the
we're
sword
just keep the sword for now. We can figure it out later.
Okay.
We need to move on from this. For now, we're gonna put a pin in it and come around back later.
You guys figured out the secret to this combination of
Half?
gear.
Half of the secret, you've obviously said half of the secret because something else to it. It doesn't just do damage to the person.
There's always a cost for it.
Well,
Always.
we were figuring the cost was they take damage. Apparently, there's something else. Two costs.
Okay.
What? The king was
Unless
a
I'm
warlock or
wrong.
something like that?
Moving on. What? We're heading back to town.
Me and I'm guessing Benna are going back to
I am going to ritually
Why?
send a message to the captain.
But me and Benna are going.
Why?
Because it's going to take us 4 hours to walk there. And this now, because it's up in the sky,
Assuming that he looks at it.
trust me, if I create a bunch of words in the sky and clouds, somebody's going to say, oh, look, there's words
thing with
up
it-
in the sky and clouds. Everyone's going to see it.
Everything within 50 miles can see it.
Yeah, within 50 miles.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's
That's the message.
4 hours.
I only get 10 words.
all smash.
Have a nice-
Have a nice day.
What are you, Mick Foley?
I'm trying to be polite.
Love it. Hang on.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Cool.
It's on screen for everyone, all the viewers to see, because I don't know if you got the chat working or.
I do.
Never mind. Okay.
Underneath.
Sit onto the map. It's just to be like big bold words. So we're
Right
we're-
over Lock Hollow, yeah.
All right. So
currently
me and Venna are going back to the guard camp. Dex. Mori are going to. They're going to.
I don't know.
Marcus's-
Let's not split the party just yet. Let's get back to town and then we'll go to Marcus's.
Hey, is this a good old party split? Mm-hmm.
I guess because of that, we can. I guess I'll go to Marcus's house and then get and then go to guard.
Well, no, we should definitely. Well, I guess if they got the message.
So it's at this point I feel that it would be necessary for a break, because literally the very next thing is we're just gonna show up in town. So I think that'll be a good time to bathroom, food, drinks, all that.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back in about
All right.
10-15 minutes, guys.
arrive at town, yes?
Yeah.
4 hours of travel. There has yet to be a peep from the skull. It's been quiet.
But we
Quiet as
did collect the rest of the body, right? All
body.
backpack.
the key. That's how you found the key. You grabbed the body.
Yeah. Look, there's a
Grab-
key.
You had to do something else. So yeah, here we are. We're at the town, and Snorri would know the way to Marcus's house because he's been there before in the past.
Is the town
On arrival, you find that there are soldiers, military patrolling the streets, and there's just bodies, like zombie running across the streets. Zombie and bones spread out everywhere. This is a very poorly made graveyard.
are there regular?
Besides the military, they're probably in their homes, as far as you know.
But there was still people in the town that they said they were just locked up in their.
Correct. They were barred up to hide from the undead.
Undead look like they've been hits or something.
It all just collapsed where they were standing. It would be very easy to connect the dots here and assume the crystal ball was also involved with these particular dead.
Right, but how many crystal balls are there?
For this, yeah,
Yeah, there was only one for this town.
Obviously, this Lord character is creating these crystal balls and then putting them places that would this sort of thing. Was there a very at?
no, it was all underground.
Okay. Well, hypothetically, that
Correct.
yeah. Head to Marcus's home nonchalantly.
Mm-hmm.
Not
After
nonchalant, whatever
10-minute
chalant is.
walk, after about a 10-minute walk into the middle of the town, you come upon Marcus's home. A two-story building that's a bit larger than the others.
Seems fitting his station.
And you find a very darkly stained oak door.
Stained with what?
They're just regular like wood furnishing.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking around. Do I see anybody watching us?
Not presently.
I'm gonna pull out the. I guess since we went together.
I'm just walking in.
Wait, are we all there?
Door
Or
is locked.
Huh?
The door is locked.
Dex, you had that key, right?
I'll pull out the key and try it.
Yeah, we decided to go all together.
okay, cool.
Because Snorri made the short comment, we were like, well, we'll do it that last since they kind of know already. So,
All right. So yeah, the door opens, and you can see inside.
Well, the fact that it was his key still doesn't prove that it was him.
Lots of books are strewn everywhere from what you can
I
see.
mean, the key worked.
Books are strewn everywhere.
What was that, Alan?
Books are in
Where
stacks.
now?
Books are in stacks spread
Oh.
out across the whole.
Research strewn about, not the place was tossed by mobsters strewn about.
No. Everything is like everything has its place, and every place has a thing that's set
Gotcha.
up.
I will
Or-
go about. I will go about attempting to collect the research because he said it was just in the open.
He
I will
said
look
it
for
was on the workbench.
Yeah, I will go to the workbench. I mean, obviously, if I see something written in a cipher that I'm assuming I know the cipher because he did say that it's in the usual cipher. Yeah.
As to the note you and him passed back and forth over the time.
Okay. Yeah, I will gather up and collect.
You enter his study. You arrive to the familiar appearance of it. Weapons mounted to the walls, books stacked to the ceiling, paperwork just strewn all over the desk.
Do I remember what his spellbook looked like?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna look for that also.
The weapons on the wall.
He's a wizard. I don't think
You
he
see
has weapons.
No, he said there were weapons.
Oh,
mounted
there
on the
is?
wall.
Oh,
there
okay.
are weapons mounted to the walls. Yes,
What kind are they?
there's a dagger. There's a short sword, and there's a strange-looking bow. That's really it. That's noticeable.
Do
There's
you
a couple-
think that these are all magical decks?
Possibility.
Do I have reason to
Possibility.
believe that Marcus would have magical weapons on his wall?
But him also being a transmutation wizard, yes, it would. A high chance of it being magical.
Probably.
I thought you were in his study and we were just in the entrance or wherever.
Oh, I thought you were asking that in character.
No,
There's
I was asking Dex if he thought that these were magical.
There's a possibility knowing his role, his job.
They're probably magical.
I think you'd miss him. Hey, how about you ask him that?
Is it?
How about you not ask him that in the middle of town?
We're in his house. Close the door and
We
lock
have-
the door.
Yeah, we got time.
Marcus,
No one don't. No
Marcus.
one's.
Can you hear us? Can you talk?
you hear a muffled sound inside your bag.
All right, I'll pull him out.
Phrasing.
I mean, all right, guys, we can't just take all of Marcus's things. I mean, I'm going to try to help him. I'm going to try to make him.
That's why I
Normal
said
again.
ask him.
But if we're going to stop this Lord person and help you, we could probably use help.
Fine, just take two of the things at least. Leave me one thing.
What do they do?
I mean, we'd bring them back when we were done with them.
Assuming they survive.
What do they do?
Ignore the elf. She's a bit pessimistic at times.
I'm what?
A bit pessimistic at times.
Were you motioning to me because I was the one talking?
No. Desi said if we survive.
Okay.
The dagger on the wall is a bit strange from your usual dagger. It's completely made of bone and has runes carved into it. The short sword is a similar make, also purely made of bone and runes carved in.
What about this? What about this bow?
Yes. This is my own design.
Very interesting. What does it do?
Essentially, it makes it so that anyone can pull back the string. Straight up, it's a crossbow. He describes it as a sideways bow that anyone can shoot.
Anyone?
Okay, so from a narrative perspective,
All it is a crossbow.
regular bows are really hard to draw back and should have a really high strength requirement, but they don't because anachronism is bad sometimes. But crossbows were designed to be able to be drawn by regular people. who didn't have
Ah.
the strength to use a bow.
So this thing is just a crossbow.
Crossbow, but it also has some bones involved on it.
Is there
the-
anything magical about these three weapons? I mean, I see the runes and everything, but
certainly. The dagger is made out of the bones of a vampire.
oh,
When stabbed into an enemy, you gain 1/3 of the damage dealt back to your own health.
okay.
Interesting.
Rounded up or down.
This is D&D. Of course, it's rounded down.
Appearances.
The short sword has a strange effect. It likes to regrow. Whenever you cut someone, it leaves splinters behind, and it's very nasty.
Oof.
Splinters.
It leaves behind bone splinters, and it regrows over time.
So,
Interesting.
like, if you hit someone with it, it'll grow a new sword out of their wound?
No. It only regrows at the sword. The little bone shards cause like bleeding damage.
Particularly
A
gruesome.
damage over time effect.
Why are you designing such painful sounding things?
No. He said this weird sideways. This crossbow he made. The other two, I'm assuming he found at some point.
Oh yes, in my travels.
Ah. Make some
Why is
weird
there
things.
bone stuff on this crossbow?
That one I haven't gotten to yet.
Oh,
Out
so
of character,
just a
I just
weird
realized
looking-
I have a. Out of character, I realized I have a dagger in my inventory, but I don't have the proficiency for it.
You
Or
definitely
can you
have,
mess
You definitely do.
you definitely have proficiency with dagger. There is no class that doesn't have proficiency with dagger.
It
Okay,
might
I'm
say
gonna
just simple
add that for-
weapons then.
Yeah, if it says proficiency with simple weapons, that includes daggers.
It doesn't say that either, but I'll add it for my.
We'll look at your character sheet afterwards.
Okay.
I mean, you're a druid and you have a metal dagger. Just throwing that out there.
There's
not
specific
forbidden
weapons
from
that
using
druids can
metal.
use.
Actually, rules is written. There's no weapons that druids can't use.
Yeah, it
unless
just says
they're
talk
proficient
to
in
your
them.
talk to your DM about how your druid feels about metal weapons.
Actually, it says that about armor. It doesn't say that about weapons.
Whatever.
Use it.
I mean, metal comes from the earth.
Right? Yeah. You're using logic in a Dungeons and Dragons game, which is not always the best course of action.
True.
Anyway, does anybody want any of this? I've not 100%. I was interested in the bow, but not anymore. I'm good.
Leave the bow. Let's grab the two blades. But yes, where is your spell book? I could probably
Workstation.
copy a few of them down.
Alan. My ability on Pack Boot allows me to copy transform one magic weapon into my pack weapon. Does it has to be the short sword, or can it be anything
It
I
could be
want?
anything.
Anything you want.
Yeah, it could be the dagger. It could be the short sword, and it just has an effect. You can you can create your pack weapon to be a long sword, but it has the short sword's abilities. Like it.
I don't
Okay.
actually think that that's how that works. I remember us misreading that one a lot of times.
Because it's very vague. That's what I'm saying.
I'll look into it more later.
Well, we're taking
Because that one is a really poorly
the
worded.
short sword and
Oh,
the
sorry.
short
Sorry,
sword and
yeah.
the dagger. So
And if I'm able to transfer take the effects of the short sword and transfer it into any version of the weapon I can, I'll
Don't you
do
think
that.
it would be better for you to transfer the effects of the dagger?
Not really, because
You're a hexblade, which is
Yeah.
the tanky melee warlock. You have a D8 for your hit die, and it lets you regain a third of the damage dealt.
The more
And
hit,
health.
the more damage you do,
That'll
the
keep you
more
healthy.
Oh, yeah,
HP you
true.
can have.
Life
Yeah.
skill in D&D. Who would have thought?
So yeah, because I have an idea if I want to, if yeah, on the dagger, I have an idea on it then. If I can able to transfer to any bit of a weapon I want. It's gotta be one hand. It's gotta be one-handed though. That's the problem. So I can't
Definitely
go
one-handed.
nuts.
Yeah, a short sword's one-handed.
Besides,
Mm. Now, hear me
so
out.
grab the two
Well,
blades.
Hear
I'll
me
grab the
out.
notes.
What happens if you were to merge the effects of the dagger and the short sword?
And I was
I just
totally
think-
gonna surprise him with that later.
It just hit me. I'm like, wait a second.
I was totally thinking it's like,
Yeah,
I'll
we
just
have
use
that
the
ring with
I'll
what?
just totally use that ring to put both abilities on one weapon, and then I'll just
Yeah.
say like, here you go, knock yourself out. Yeah, is there a limit to how many times we can do that? Like, can we just like take every single item in the
Well,
world and
at
just
the
keep
moment-
shoving it into one
At
thing?
the moment, we only have 10
God.
gems, so
Yeah, I'm just gonna eventually like put all of the abilities of all of the weapons into a single sling stone because I'm a wizard and that's one of the few ranged weapons I can use. And I'm just gonna like plunk it at the Tarrasque and blow up the entire cosmos.
If we can do that, if
All
we can
right,
do that with a
Thanos.
weapon,
okay. So
I would definitely do a pack ritual and get
You
and basically
want-
make a new weapon out of that.
you want the
Calm
dude's-
down, Thanos.
You want the dude's spell book?
Yes.
So, he said it was on the work table.
Yeah. I'll grab the stuff. Grab the notes. Grab the spellbook.
I'll grab the short sword and the dagger.
All right, Marcus, is there anything else that we should grab before we go?
It's hard to remember things these days.
Well, I
There's a
believe your
Is
brain
there any-
matter is probably a little bit lacking right now.
Agreed.
This is
Is
why
there
we need to
any-
get you back to normal.
Is there any health potions and any of the sorts you kept in your house?
A bit foggy on that one.
I mean, we could just look around.
It's true.
Yeah. I'm going to look around see if I can find anything.
Moles.
Yeah, me too.
No, where do you keep your supplies for writing in your spellbook? Probably won't need them for a while.
There you
And,
go.
On the workstation.
all right, I'll grab up whatever supplies, inks, the magical stuff that you would normally use because writing spells into a spellbook is expensive.
You see an arcane focus sitting on the table.
All right.
Hard to miss that.
Yeah.
18 for Dex, 17 for Reese. The two of you helping each other. You find 3 medium-sized health potions and
Three.
several
What was that?
3
What was
medium.
that, Alan?
Oh, 3 medium-sized health potions.
You find like 6 various assorted gems strewn across the house.
How many gems?
6
6.
6.
gems.
All right.
You'll have to approach them later.
Yeah.
All right. What is the gold piece value of the supplies? Because it's like 50 gold per spell level to write things down into a spell book. So I assume that this is the supplies already in advance.
It's about 300 gold worth of supplies, roughly. Like written on your inventory sheet would be about, it would say 300 gold.
Yeah, I'm writing 300 gold worth of supplies.
You say medium health potions, are those just greater?
The D8 ones.
Normally, they're
D8.
the small ones are 2d4 plus 2. The next one up is 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah. And then the next ones are
2d10, wasn't it?
No,
No.
they're all multiples of D4.
Yeah, they're all multiple.
Hang on. They would be considered superior healing.
Ooh, wow.
8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus 8.
3 of them.
Nice. Alright.
If that rolls the minimum, that's almost my entire health.
Guess who's not dying today?
That's
Alright.
nice at our level.
Useful. You know what you could do? You could...
Can I transfer
In theory.
the magic of a healing potion into another healing potion?
No.
To get it be sick.
No.
Okay, I just thought I'd check.
I'm sorry.
Nice try. Nice try. No.
My HP is actually 39 because I get +1 to my HP because of my companion class I chose.
Hey.
I forgot about that. Anyway, go on.
So,
All right. The person with the D6 of health has twice as many hit points as the other person with the D6 of health.
Hi, Con and Drake Companion.
okay. So, yeah, you have his research notes, you have his spell book, and all of his supplies
Yep.
towards writing spells down.
Are we done here? Can we go?
I think so.
It would seem so.
All right. We should probably be on our way. We should probably talk to that captain. I mean, there was some kind of reward he mentioned, right? I mean, we didn't just go to that
Indeed.
place and fight those.
Well, considering that it appears we aren't selling any of the loot that we got, and I didn't take any of it, I better get money. At least.
Let's go.
Yay!
You guys do see me start rubbing my right hand again. I'm like,
You okay there, Dex?
yeah.
All right.
I mean, saving the world for the sake of saving the world is nice and all, but it would be nice to be
gotta-
compensated.
We gotta live
Right.
and eat, so...
Oh, are you
yeah.
hungry? Here, have a scone.
Where'd you get that scone?
In my other
Sir,
bag.
did you just pull a scone out of a bag that you've been
Did.
carrying for the last,
None of my rations look like that. Where'd you get the is it... How old is that scone?
They taste stale? Did they get old?
Yeah.
I'm not asking you.
Yeah, they do.
They do not.
Oh!
Those
Bacon...
particular scones do not age.
Don't worry, it's as fresh as the day that I broke it apart.
Everyone, I stop and turn.
What?
I look at.
It's magic.
Oh, okay, take one.
No,
It's magic. Whoa,
I pull out a whole bunch of scones. Here, everyone can have 1 or 2 or 5. I don't care. I've got plenty.
Oh my god.
let's go to the captain.
After
Let's
everyone
go,
takes
Tom.
as many scones as they'd like, I put them back into the
Hey.
bag, and then, all right, Marcus, you should probably be quiet again for a while. I put Marcus into the other bag.
How many freaking bags are you carrying, old
got-
man?
He got bags.
Well, you see, I have one bag that's for my magical stuff. It's got, like, books, ink, and other books, and other books, and would you
We're
guess?
walking, right?
Other books.
I hope so.
We're walking.
And that's where the skull is, because I'm counting that as a magical thing. And then the other bag is like, my regular stuff. My change of clothes.
Uh-huh.
Is this why
loaves
you're
of
always
bread.
so far behind us when we're walking?
My skulls.
Oh.
No, I'm so far behind when you're walking because I'm an old man.
You always emphasize that.
Who's
I
carrying
feel-
twice
I
his
feel-
weight on his back?
I feel most old people don't emphasize of how old they are all the time. What is up with that?
How many old people do
Indeed.
you actually know?
Quite a
A
few,
few.
actually.
Well, just
I grew up on the streets.
insight check.
Do it. Roll it.
I can verify that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
Do I have to roll deception?
Suck that 19.
I don't
Yes,
know. Would
yes,
it be
you do.
deception or would it be persuasion? Because I mean, technically it's true, but technically it's not.
Okay, I don't usually do this, but roll both, and we'll take the average. I don't usually do that, but I mean, it
Okay,
is both.
here's the thing.
It is both.
Wait, hang on. Your perception, or your deception and your persuasion are both the same modifier. It
It's
doesn't
true.
matter what you roll.
All right,
But because it's a half truth.
21.
Okay. Nathan, I'm sorry. You have to believe it.
And I did say I said that's true. Your deck said that's true.
Yes, but you're law enforcement. I don't trust them to tell the truth. There's no law saying the police can't lie to you.
Is that a fourth wall break or not?
I didn't say that in character.
Oh, thank God.
So
Okay.
it's not an in character fourth wall break.
All right. Ree says that with a straight face.
Yes, life on the streets leads somebody to finding a not lizard.
I
Nope. Good at telling stories. I believe you. Grew up on the streets. Part of the time.
what?
Oh my.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't worry about it. You're right. I'm emphasizing how old I am.
Yeah.
So let's get going. I'm gonna have to get a head start if I'm gonna.
You say you're old
at the
again,
same
I'm
time
gonna
as you.
smack you.
I'm geriatric.
I just walk. I'm done with this.
Out. I'm outie 5 million.
I under my breath say something to to Cass, and I need to go. I'm going to talk to the guard in charge.
Okay, that'd be the captain.
Let's go find the captain.
Yay! So, at this point, Snorri and Vina would feel a presence watching them with their passive perception. Let's get the feeling they're being watched. You do look around. Okay.
I would like to make
I
an
also-
active perception check.
Okay.
Same.
Give me them rolls. You both nailed it. You see an orange tabby cat watching you from a nearby alley.
Another freaking cat.
The other cat
What's
is
up with
different
all these
color.
cats?
Yeah, the other one was a
It's
black
an orange
cat.
tabby. Is Caleb watching us?
Consequently, Vina and I rolled the same number on our
Wait,
die.
that's a different world entirely. Never mind.
And you both rolled the same number
Excuse
on the
me.
die,
Yeah,
but
we
somebody
both
had a
rolled an
bonus.
18. I just don't add anything to my active perception.
Indeed.
And I'm smart as a whip, so.
We now remember, intelligence is book smarts. Wisdom is knowing when to use said book smarts.
Right. So I'm smart as a whip.
Whip is a coiled up piece.
Ooh,
Listen,
I mean, anywho.
All right, so I walk.
that
into the
leather has
tent,
seen some things.
not realizing we are
Actually,
being watched
is
by
the
more
captain-
cats.
Is the
There
captain
is an
still in
orange
attendance?
tabby cat watching you from a nearby alley,
Um,
and it has purple eyes.
That's weird. I continue on towards the camp.
Now it's up to Snorri and Vina to even mention said cat, but
It's a
you
cat.
both see it. You both see it plain as day. It's an
There is-
orange tabby.
There is nothing significant about a cat at all.
A little
with purple
chunky,
eyes.
a little chunky a bit, but it's got
God,
purple
it's so
eyes.
cute. It's chonky. Chonky cats are the best.
They're a bit of chunk. It's an older cat.
If I was playing a ranger, I would try to make it a pet.
Oh no!
Oh no.
But I'm not a pet character
Thank God. All right, moving on.
yet.
Yep.
I don't get conjured.
Wait, should I?
Level.
So you head towards the captain. You head towards the camp, and then the same guard on the outskirts of the camp is there.
And did you all
Same as
get
the-
my message?
I think
Yeah.
everybody got your message.
He kind of nods at you, going, "Yeah, we got it all right." And he points to all the dead bodies laying around everywhere.
You know, I would have sent it sooner, but it was dark when we finished the task, so I sent it first thing in the morning.
That would explain it.
Yes. I'm not an expert in such things, but probably should have people like start to clear the corpses out of the streets. It's probably not good to just leave them there.
Is
Well,
this
we intend to.
is this
Possibly
the
return them
captain?
to their graves?
No, it's the guard at the edge of
Okay. We would like to talk to the captain if possible.
Of course. Right this way.
As we're walking with them, I will add another question. Did you ever figure out where the zombies came from? Like, were they the dead from this town's cemetery, or
From the tracks, we were able to follow back. It came from the direction of the temple you went to.
wait, I thought
So
you said
they
there wasn't a
originated in
cemetery
the
there.
temple.
Correct.
That weird darkness was protecting them from the
Wait, so do we have
Radiance.
any reason to believe that these dead bodies, or that these undead were once dead bodies?
You could assume that, yeah.
I didn't
But if
see
they
a
originated
cemetery
from
at
the temple,
were the bodies all interred in the crypts then? Seemed like there was enough room for it.
That's interesting.
Because we ventured into the crypts.
Yeah, we opened the door and there was an explosion of bones. That was very interesting.
It was extremely dangerous, more so than we were led to believe. Probably should require some kind of additional compensation.
Oh, relax.
Yeah, take it up with the captain.
Yes, let me talk.
So you're led to the tent, same one as before, and the captain is leaning over a table with a map on it, same as before.
What was the captain's name?
He never said it.
You never said it.
Oh, that's
I
right.
probably do know the name, but it hasn't told me. Dex probably knows the name, but knows
Is
the name.
it
But Dex,
still morning?
It's
Or is it like early afternoon?
it's almost noon. It's almost noon.
Good afternoon. Hope everything is finding you well, Captain.
So far. Thanks for the work you did. I can tell it was you. The group of you, I mean.
Yeah,
how can you tell that?
we went to the
Because you
temple.
had this guy. I assume that was your work.
Yes.
The temple. We went to the temple. The undead then died eventually. I do have a few questions
Oh, I can do the best I can.
about the situation and at least the area itself. So first off, when we got in there, we dealt with the undead. What was controlling the undead was this purple crystal ball thing that we smashed.
He begins
And-
writing. He's scrawling down your words on a piece of parchment.
I mean, it was also creating this weird darkness effect that was keeping the undead in the crypt from exploding or being destroyed by the radiance of the temple. As we walked down the stairs, you looked down into the stairs into the crypt, and it was like this weird darkness that absorbed light, and then the moment we walked through it, it was normal again.
Interesting. And he was writing down.
Other than that, we just destroyed it, and all the undead that were walking around just collapsed.
There were the undead inside the place. They were the corpses of goblins and hobgoblins.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If those were the ones that were initially sent, then whoever created them has access to goblin and hobgoblin corpses. But then the other undead must have come from within the crypts or a cemetery that was not visible from. We didn't see a cemetery when we walked up to the temple. But anyways, your other soldiers said that the undead had come from the direction of the temple. So
Yes, that is indeed.
So
Also, I unfortunately, well, we encountered Marcus.
yes, and we dealt with him,
And,
and
yes,
we have his bones, and I
it's
pull out the bones
unfortunate.
and I put them on the table.
It would seem that
We have-
he got away from you.
We have dealt with him, and he is no longer a problem.
Yes.
Strange how that one stayed alive after the crystal ball was broken.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
it's
a bit
strange,
weird.
Yes, but
But
he was just a shell of
Skeleton.
his former self.
All the
That's right.
same. Good work.
I tried talking to him.
it didn't
Anything
work.
useful. But we
At
did
all.
go into his home and collected the notes,
Like we said we
like I
would.
was planning to do in the first place.
As we agreed.
Yes.
I do have a couple questions about the situation, like I said before. So originally, is the crypt accessible to anyone and anybody just go in and out of the temple
Yes.
and into the crypt?
It is typically left open because
Alright.
normally people don't mess with the crypt.
But parishioners probably would go in and pray every now and then, or do some things.
Of course.
And my next question isn't the thing. Do you have any idea why Lock Hollow would be targeted for this? Like, is there anything special about Lock Hollow?
There was a rather big war in the past, and as such, this became a more or less a holy site because the records the god Damaris struck the earth here. That's earth is in dirt, not planet.
Right.
During this war, did many people die here?
Many people died.
And would their graves have been marked, or would they have just been buried by time where they fell?
Time itself would have taken care of the bodies.
I think we figured out the source of the undead.
Has there been any other like issues, different areas that you've heard of? Is this like localized right now, or is it happening other places? Have you heard anything of
Right
that?
now, just here, to my
You-
knowledge.
You should send messages to the other major settlements that an
This-
attack probably imminent. I've only briefly looked over the notes that Marcus wrote, but there could be someone at work here.
Who would that be?
It's not really a name,
Strange.
but
Only a title.
suffice it to
Calls
say,
himself the Lord.
Or other people call them the Lord. I'm not really clear on all of it. I haven't read through all of the notes.
Yeah, we've only looked at a little bit of the notes on the way here. And
But
our wizard
whoever they are,
has only deciphered a small bit of them.
they're a necromancer of obvious great power. Sent this crystal ball thing to raise the dead of all of the fallen from the war where Damaris struck the earth.
Do you know? I actually have another question.
If there were any other grave sites in that war, they could be targeted.
Is the so the crystal ball had to be placed in the crypt? Is there anybody you know of that was like last seen at the temple before this outbreak happened?
The last time that we spoke with them, they said that they saw a bunch of undead going in. The undead could have taken the crystal ball with
Well, I mean, with the whole exploding undead, I mean, I'm not sure if that was actually, if they were able to do that.
But her question is valid. If before all this happened, there was a person that was acting suspiciously, they might know something at the very least.
Haven't seen anyone go in there. All I recall is just suddenly seeing undead come out of there.
Right.
Oh, when do people usually go to the temple to worship?
About the middle of the year, about 2 months ago.
Oh. Out of
Is
character.
the tavern,
I see they're once a year people.
is the tavern open?
Excuse me?
I'm asking the guard captain, is the tavern open?
Certainly. It's currently full of cots for recovering the injured, but
I mean, need to wait. I know camping at the temple wasn't that comfortable of a sleep.
I roll my
So
eyes.
cold.
I think he wants a
My
drink.
Poor bones.
Oh my gosh. Also, because we are needing to eat and live, the payment.
I told you, we've got scones.
I started buttering it at work.
There's no protein in a scone.
Well, I mean, normally that would be true.
The reward
These are special scones.
we would like.
I was intending on rewarding you after the discussion.
Well, is there? Do you have
forthright.
any other questions for us that we could answer? Because
Any more to share? I'm happy to pass along.
I don't really have any more information at the moment.
Then I believe our business here is done. And he scrawls out on another piece of parchment and he hands it to Reese. And he's take this to the treasury. They'll take care of the four of you.
All right.
All right, so I guess in order to for the purposes of our half orcish friend here, if the tavern is full of cots and tending to them, would there just be like a general store that is still open that is not being used in such a manner? It needs some
Of course,
alcohol.
The tavern still has those functions. It's just
I
the
mean-
main. A majority of the tables are taken. That's all.
I mean, but I figured he wants a nice quiet drink. Maybe.
Snowy, you see a very annoyed look on my face.
I
so,
think
like,
he's fine.
Never mind. I'll just. Sorry, I asked.
Let's get our
Now,
reward.
Next, don't forget the item you got in the very beginning of character creation. Do you remember what the item you received was?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
I just the captain. Nah, I'm like,
And thank you for your time, Captain. What was your name? I never caught it.
And he sketches about and he says, Captain Melvor at your service.
Captain what? No, this is out of character. Like, I didn't actually catch what you said.
Melbourne.
Melvor.
Melvor, okay.
Yeah. Ellen, you said I know him, right? What?
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
Yeah. Would he have been a lieutenant when I left the guard?
I would say yeah. I would say so.
I chuckle. When you hit your stripes.
Just before we were sent here, actually.
Yeah. Keep it up, Mel. You're making fun.
I
We'll
like
see you later.
Yeah.
Come on. And I'm
respectfully whatever and leave.
All right.
Yeah,
Once we're out of like line of like we're far enough away we could just talk amongst each other. Reese is gonna turn to Snorri and go, I thought when it came to the dead body, I was gonna talk in case they press us for information.
I get nervous.
How about you just trust
Keep
that I will
quiet.
deal with it?
I'm sorry. I get nervous. I'm a nervous talker.
Yes.
Or I'm a talking nervousness. No, that's not
Well,
right.
stop.
Well, nervousness and deception. Well, nervousness and
If he
deception
pressed
don't really go
us-
hand in hand.
He probably would have figured out, let's try to be a very nervous, quiet person. I understand that talking and deceiving some people can be nerve-wracking, but it doesn't help when you openly talk about stuff like that.
And I'm glad a drink. Really?
What is it that you wanted then?
Oh my god.
I
You
have
use-
plenty of food. I pull out the
Oh. Next, use the item.
I pull up the item and I start spinning it. It's called information.
So Dex pulls out a Stein mug of sorts, and he spins it around, and then it jumps from that spin and it lands on its top, and it moves down the road into town,
Wait,
What?
Dex pulls out a what?
A Stein.
like a drinking mug.
Stein. And then he
And-
spins it and it hops into town?
And it jumps up and it lands on its top, and the handle aims down the road.
What's going on?
Why did it
Remember
go
stuff-
upside down?
Remember some of the cases I had to work Greece when I had to find some unknown tavern?
Yes.
This thing helped me.
That helps you?
Yep. This worked. Hey, it worked. Hey, don't knock it. It works. Come on.
Awesome. Well, first we need to go to the treasury, so let's get a reward
Yep.
first.
Let's get the drinking money first.
He ain't going for drinking money. He's going for info. He's going to start talking to people about what happened 2 months ago.
So you head to the treasury, and you see this thin, sickly-looking man, graying hair, just kind of like sitting at a table. If you remember that recent Scrooge movie,
Oh, no.
Harry Scrooge movie, yeah, there you go.
Noble?
Not noble, just kind of like a sickly peasant man.
Hey, basically a hard ass. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Snorri, he looks like he could use one of your scones.
We were sent over by Captain
Bevel.
Melvor
Yes,
for
what up?
a reward, and I pull out the piece of paper and I show it to him.
What did the four of you accomplish to earn this?
The undead problem? You think they just magically just are gone?
Well, actually, they kind of are magically gone because we broke the
Snorri!
crystal ball. The magic
Snorri!
of keeping them around.
Snorri!
Well, technically speaking,
I cover his mouth.
He looks at it and kind of grimaces. Likely story.
Yes, well, regardless, we have this note ledger.
And
out of character. Reese, how long did you look at that note?
I would assume I looked at it long enough the whole way.
that was a paycheck.
I know now his handwriting.
Yep.
Eh.
All right. I see this going very badly.
She has the charlatan background.
I have the charlatan background, so, you know, I gotta use
So
it when I can.
Digging around the drawers at the desk he's sitting at. He slides 4 sized bags across the desk towards the four. Here's my code. Be gone with it.
Did he take the note from me, or did he?
He
just look
has
at
it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm just making sure I don't have the note or not. I'm just noting that I know his handwriting.
Yeah, basically take the bag, open it up, see the coin, and just toss it to everyone else.
The 38 gold coins in each bag.
Okay.
38?
Yep.
38.
I nearly died for 38
You were
gold.
going to get 25 each, but all the information you shared kind of gave you a bonus.
You said add what?
38.
38.
38 gold per bag.
So, Desi, it's important to note that an ordinary, farm worker makes 2 silver pieces a day.
Yeah, this is a
Okay,
size
okay,
small
fair enough,
amount.
thanks.
This is 1 gold. So, this is, yeah,
Amazing. Yeah, okay.
yeah. So, several months worth of living wages for ordinary laborers.
But when it comes to adventurers and
When it comes to adventurers,
people of the like, that's
someone is probably going to spend all of it on alcohol in a single trip.
yes.
That somebody is me. Kidding. That was the Galvin thing to do.
Yes, that was Galvin. All right. So now we go to the tavern.
Now you have spending money. Whee.
I mean, I had spending money before, but that's
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll walk
got
into
more
the
spending money.
All right, so you head towards the tavern. When you arrive there, you find dozen cots just lined up on the edges of the walls. There's nobody in them. They've already finished up with the mending of the people.
Yeah, it's starting to go back to normal now.
It's going back to normal. They just didn't put the cots away yet. And the tavern has about 8 patrons at the moment. Different assorted townspeople.
Oh, I also have Mr. Wizard's handwriting, right?
Do you?
Well, the note, the flyer, was that in his handwriting?
Yes.
Yeah, I have the flyer. I said I ripped it down, and I have it on me.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay.
That note was scribbled while he was dead.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'm sure I can look over the handwriting of the research while the wizard looks at it to get.
Assuming the wizard lets you look at it.
Perhaps. We'll
I'm
see
sorry,
how-
I risked my life as well
We've-
as.
We've seen how you and Snorri get along.
Hmm.
The answer
Yeah,
is
Snorri
not.
doesn't really seem to get along with anyone.
Yeah.
Boy. right.
So
I'll welcome to the bar.
Okay. You walk up to the bar. There's there's 3 townspeople also sitting at the bar.
Can I get some food and drink for my friends, please?
What? What did you order?
I said, can I get some food and drink for me and my friends, please?
Food drinks for your friend. Okay.
I heard free drinks.
I said food and drink.
I heard
I know.
30 drinks.
Drinks like pina colada or something. I don't know.
Reese does also walk up at some point next to Dex.
Okay.
And can I get any type of meat?
Like I said,
It doesn't have to be cooked.
He
It's
turns around.
it's for the lizard.
At this point, you're going out of your way to say it. Honestly.
No, actually, I don't know how people would react to having a dragon in the tavern. So I am saying it's
It's
for
a
the lizard.
it's a little lizard on my shoulder to anybody else that doesn't know. Like when Snorri knows that she's not a lizard. The tavern owner, if he says, like, it's one of those things is when she's her regular size and people are still calling her a lizard, it's people lose fingers sometimes.
So
She knows how to disguise herself.
the bartender kind of like looks over his shoulder. I got sausages hanging up, and there's like a giant bunch of like link sausages in a chain.
Those will work.
How many would you like?
How much are they? And
20 of them. And he says, about I don't know, 5 copper each.
how about I just
10 silver. So
10 silver each?
math wise, that's a gold. That's a gold for the whole wad.
Oh, well then I'll just put down the gold and say I'll take all of them.
All right,
well, what?
All
whole
of them.
thing.
The whole thing.
Wow.
She may be small, but when she's her normal
Guess
size,
she must be hungry.
She gets hungry.
Yeah, he just takes the whole thing down, kind of like you're weird, and just pushes it through.
I take it. I go back. I go to the table.
It's for the party.
Yeah, totally. There's 4 of us.
Cooked.
There's-
They're just preserved and crammed into sleeve.
I'll take my cooked. I say. So yeah, I'll order food. I'll order food and drink. Ask how much it is, and I'll lay down 3 gold pieces on top of the payment and that for information.
Oh. Okay. Roll me a persuasion. Before he takes the money.
Persuasion?
Persuasion, please.
Do I have advantage or no?
With the gold sitting on the table, yeah, I'll let you have that.
Okay. What's the advantage? Where's the advantage? That's good.
Did just roll default
Yeah.
unless you changed it.
Precision. $12.
Wow. He looked up and down. It depends. Are you law enforcement? You look like to be law enforcement.
Was, but I do help the guard from here and there these days. I'm basically retired.
Retired or not, I don't serve your kind. information.
Oh, he serves my kind, though.
Happy to give you food and drink, but the information I sell is not for you.
Even though the information may find out who attacked your town.
Now, unless you have information to give me, then.
That commissioner called himself the Lord. He's the reason why your town was attacked.
Well, I know of him.
And doesn't like everybody know all of them?
It seems the military was a bit slow on the uptake,
They don't know about him yet.
but everyone else seems to be up to speed. By hearsay, stories, and rumors.
Wow, that must have been one chatty wizard.
Listen, before I was a god, I grew up in the streets. I
Marcus.
understand the score.
Love to gossip, I guess.
He's more like the Lord's more like a legend, also.
I know.
So I'm sure most people's heard him more of a ghost stories and stuff than anything.
Equivalent.
Especially since he has a floating fortress.
He has a what now?
Floating fortress.
fortress.
A floating fortress. I have that in my notes as I was sleeping. I wrote them all down.
As you were sleeping, you caught wind of that, huh?
Yeah, totally. I was totally asleep the whole time. I figured at some point we'll talk about it.
Okay, yeah, let's get back to it. I'm just trying to get information about this guy. About 2 months ago, you had a service for the temple, correct?
Yeah, I remember that.
Was there anybody strange during that time that showed up? A strange tourist?
Whole town was there.
Anyone that wasn't from town?
Not that I recall. Not what I've heard either.
I laid down another coin. Another. And what you have heard.
Was there anybody acting strange? Even people that you've known?
What I hear, the so-called Lord isn't even human.
I mean, completely honest.
You're not there. You're not there.
I'm not in the place.
Well,
you're
are you
not-
at the bar? Cause
Are you at the bar?
Like it's hush whispers between Dex and the barkeep
Oh, it's just the two of them?
at the
Yeah.
moment.
Okay, apologies. I kind of thought we were all standing there and that the bartender was
barkeep-
openly being...
Like leans in closer next to Dex. I hear the so-called Lord is cursed to be in the shape of an animal for eternity.
Piss it off the gods to do that.
ask him what the shape is.
Do you know what the shape?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Do you know what shape
Damn
this Lord's supposed to be in?
I don't know, to be honest. I've only heard that he was cursed by a very strong wizard in the past. The wizard was able to form him into an animal and give him eternal life at the same time.
Would this wizard be Marcus Daunt?
Oh, no. He's much too recent. This is hundreds of years ago.
The cat replies. Damn it.
Do you know where he's operating or where he's location?
I've only
Well,
heard
that's
he
the-
lived with this guy. That's all I've heard.
I toss another coin on the ground. And my friends will be on this table over there for the food and drink.
Wait,
And
one
I'll
more
walk
time.
away.
What was that?
I'll point to the table that the group is sitting at.
Sees me
And-
take and like hand little piece to
Yeah,
the
so-
little lizard.
Then the food and drink will be delivered over there on the table, please.
Take,
All right.
take a knife
walk
and I
away.
cut it and
So after about a
Cass.
after about a 10-minute wait, a barmaid comes over and drops off bowls of stew, bits of bread, some freshly made bread, mind you. It's warm. Like fresh out.
Oh, fresh bread. I love fresh bread.
Thank you. And I'll wait for her to leave.
And she leaves.
Alright, Snorri,
Okay,
have
then.
you figured out anything from this research? Are you
Yeah, seems good. I assume my character would have been reading through the cipher, reading
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the notes.
would you allow
I
me to
assume-
look at his notes as well?
Okay, hang on a second. I have no problem with letting your character see. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's written in a cipher, and I don't think you know how to read it.
No, all I care about is the handwriting.
But how much
How
stuff
the-
is it? Like, are you gonna have to send me the link to a Google Doc form, or
Yeah.
Wait.
The research notes pertain to different methods of converting stone into lead, and then lead into silver.
Sorry about that.
Seems like that's right about my neighborhood.
But it would be permanent transformation, not timed.
Bastard is good stuff here.
What does it say?
Snorri, what do you mean, cat?
That was out of character.
The weird
you
cat
listening
that's
to the
being followed
conversation?
around. The Lord is said to
Oh.
be cursed to be
That
in
our
the shape of an
characters didn't hear?
animal. What's the most freaking
Yeah, we
animal
didn't
that's-
hear it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That, you'll note
It's out
that
of
Nathan
character.
D said that.
True.
Apparently, our Lord has been around for a while.
Oh, I mean, he's been a ghost story for, I'm sure, generations. That doesn't surprise me. Even among elves.
Apparently, he's been cursed by some kind of form, animal form, by some wizards hundreds of years ago.
Yes.
An animal.
Great.
Which reminds me, have you anybody seen anything weird? If that's the case, he would have some kind of magic control over animals.
I
Basically, something
mean,
similar to-
we're
What counts as weird? I mean,
traveling. I mean, we were in a town. I'm sure there's cats and dogs and birds and.
Are you kidding? Have we seen anything weird? We're in a town that was recently overrun by undead. Of course you've seen something
right,
weird.
that's why I'm saying what counts as weird.
like basically any animal, any weirdness with animals, anything unnatural about them, that type of deal.
A skull talking in your backpack is unnatural.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like like an animal paying attention more than it should. That type
I
of
saw-
deal.
A cat with
I don't know.
purple eyes. Cats don't typically have purple eyes,
Purple
but
eyes?
I'm
Yeah,
sure there's plenty of cats
purple.
with purple eyes.
That's a little weird.
no.
No, Snowy, there's no such thing as a pup-eye cat.
Clearly there is. I have seen one with my own eyes.
Are you sure your old eyes are just seeing things?
I said my own eyes, not my old eyes. My eyes are still as young as they've ever been. I'm also quite spry for my age. I'm just not very fast, and I'm
Snowy,
not weak
Snowy,
joints
what-
because
Snowy, we're dealing with a powerful
Sure.
necromancer.
yes, we've established that already.
So it would make sense that he'll probably have some kind of animal spies or something like that to look around.
Right. And necromancers are very fond of bats and rats and snakes, I'm sure.
But
Not
this
an
one's
orange
been
tabby cat. Oh,
But
besides,
this one's been-
did you
Wait,
see
you
that
saw the cat too?
Wait,
You saw?
It was
Wait,
so
you
chubby. I mean, it was the cutest cat I've ever seen.
you saw the
It was
cat
a cute
too?
chonker.
It sounds
showed
like it
If I
sounds
wasn't
like
busy, I would
Snorri
have
did.
pet it. And then it probably would have knocked over a glass.
I strongly recommend not going near cats with purple eyes, thank you. Because contrary to your belief, I'm the animal expert here, and cats don't have purple eyes.
You think it's a spy?
I don't know what it is. It was just weird.
Alan?
He did say that the Lord was cursed with some kind of animal form. You think it's a cat? Some kind of cat?
Maybe.
I don't know. All I know is what I saw. A cat with purple eyes.
And apparently a very fat one.
Yeah. Looked like it's had a few good meals in its life.
So it's definitely not a stray then.
No. He said 2 months ago there was nothing weird about the whole town going visiting. Nobody showed up, no visitor. So when this happened, this must have been recent before someone showed.
Yeah.
Who would notice a cat at a town meeting?
Yeah, no one notices a cat at a town meeting. I'm sure there's strays all over the place, even in Lock Hollow.
That makes sense. They may use them as spies. And this guy has any kind
It's
of...
one of the most known strays. There's cats, in towns, there's cats, rats, mice, dogs, there's...
Perfect spies.
Animals are perfect spies.
So, Reese, what do you think of those notes?
What do you mean?
You asked if you could read them, and I handed them to you because it was written in a cipher.
I don't know what the cipher is. This is obviously a cipher.
I could teach it to you if you'd like, but it's pretty dry outside of my... I mean, even inside of my profession, it's still pretty dry, but it's very interesting stuff.
Alright. I'm open to
Listen,
learning new ciphers.
You remember what I did earlier? I made this cipher only time.
Yes.
Permanently.
Ooh, interesting.
Yes. This very dangerous research. We could probably destroy the global economy with this.
Help a lot of people that need
I'm
it.
not interested in speaking to cats with purple eyes,
How
but...
helpful do you think it would be if the price of silver were to just tank overnight?
I'm not saying destroy the economy. I'm saying help people that need to eat.
Yes, please. We're dealing with a necromancer. He doesn't need help to help destroy the world, so...
I'm just saying. I'm all for helping people, but, if we just started making silver and giving it out to everyone, the value of silver would become meaningless.
Yeah. It'd be basically
That's
paper.
true.
So we have to be careful not to do that at the time.
But silver does have some other properties.
Like, what if you were to turn, say, a stone sword into silver?
Help with some
Bingo.
certain
Like
creatures don't like
if we
silver.
took adequate steps to make sure that there was a replacement commodity to be used as currency instead of the silver, then we could start turning things.
All that consumes silver.
All that consume silver, we wouldn't have to worry about that.
Right. But then also yes, I mean, out of character, are were creatures, are werewolves a thing?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Were beasts would not be as much of a problem if every single guard in every single frontier town were equipped with silver arrows.
That's true.
There's obvious uses for this information, but in the wrong hands, this could just
Destroy
this
the
could
economy.
make so many people poorer than they already are. Silver is the currency used by the common folk.
Essentially, copper and
If
silver.
we were taking the value of gold, I wouldn't care nearly as much.
Essentially, copper and silver would switch places on the currency scale.
That is kind of true. Copper and silver would switch places.
Yep.
Yeah, because copper would become the
That'd be a
rarer
weird
metal.
I have 10 silver coins, and It's worth what?
Now here's the really fun mathematical thing. What would happen to the value of Electrum?
Oh boy, let's not talk about this. All right, so
Hey, Electrum is a very interesting ally. Are you aware that Electrum is the only ally that occurs naturally?
I did not know that, but
Cool.
that's beside the point. So, I would love to be taught a new cipher.
Oh, Reese.
Yes?
Apparently, our friend the barkeep is also from the same world you're from.
They usually are.
You're on the same world. I mean, same world.
Same
I'm trying
background.
backgrounds. That's pretty much code for me saying that's it's the same back.
Both world we both come from. Cough, cough.
Actually, I could teach all of you. Do you ever think that while we're investigating and doing all of this stuff, do you think there might come a time when we would need to write messages to one another that we wouldn't want other people to be able to read?
I'm sure.
All right. Well, in that case,
Wait, so
go ahead, ask her a question.
are you interested in sticking together?
Well, I mean,
I feel now he is.
Got a trapped Amir.
I mean, information is useful, but not quite what I was thinking or hoping it would be. And
Mind you, you're still not done with his research notes. You still have quite a bit to go.
We still need to find his notes on the Lord as well.
yeah,
You still have a whole bunch to go through in your hands.
And teaching
From
us
what
a
you-
cipher could help you. We could find out things faster.
oh, I was less worried about this cipher. I'm just saying that if I could teach you all a cipher of my own creation, that we could write messages to each other, and no one else would be able to read them.
Maybe later. I think this cipher is more important.
He-
Nevertheless, we need to figure out what the note's going to be at, which is that Jack's going to be at.
Mm-hmm.
Notes may be the key to it. Reese,
Yeah.
if you want, hit the ball guy up so you can get more information than I did. We may be a little bit more open to you than me, and see if there's a place we can get supplies.
Supplies.
Other than the general.
How much time would it take me to read all of these?
About 2 more weeks at the rate you're going.
At the rate I'm going.
Remember, you're an old man.
Hey,
I mean,
hey.
no, what I'm saying is
Yeah,
you're just
you're
sitting
an old
Mind
man.
is as sharp as a tack. and
Uh-huh,
you're-
totally.
in a mildly active bar trying to do research notes. It's going to take you some time if you stay in this bar, in this environment. You need to have some like alone time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
A
Okay.
quiet place to study. Yeah.
I got your saying. Okay, hypothetically speaking, if we were
You know,
to to take downtime, I'm not suggesting that. How many days would it take me to read through all of these?
only a couple.
Okay.
Alright, you think he'll talk to me knowing that I'm friends with you? No offense, Dex.
You're sitting at the same table. You kind of shot your shot already.
Yeah.
He probably... You sat down with me, so there's
Wait, was the
not
bartender?
much.
The bartender didn't tell you things.
I mean,
he did.
He did. He just...
What
from what I'm
was
guessing with
wrong?
Dex used to be a town guard.
Oh,
He essentially gave away the biggest secret of the campaign. So, I mean, the fact that he's an animal at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, what
Which
more
adds,
information could you
like,
possibly
how many
want?
animals on this world are there? It really doesn't narrow anything down. Just takes out all the...
The cats are involved in a lot of ways.
We've seen some cats. That's about it.
None of you are willing to make the jump of logic here. Okay.
Not too much. There hasn't been enough sightings of cats similar to what has been seen that
Because if it is what it
make
it is-
everybody assume that the cat is that cat with purple eyes, even though it is very like it's
Natural.
very unnatural. But like, if we're told, oh well, the Lord had purple eyes, then I mean, that's definitely a big sign saying that the big bad has been following us everywhere.
Yeah, not only that, which monster? This is the player talking. Which monster in D&D is a cat?
Oh.
Challenge rating like 0.
No, actually, I think he's specifically referring to Rakshasa,
Yeah, Rakshasa's
which is
themes.
challenge rating is 6,
oh.
but randomly immune to a crap ton of magic.
Yeah, a lot of magic, a lot of it. Like everything under like challenge rate, like spells of like 5th level or something. What was it? Like something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, under
Yeah.
5th, it's
They can just say, "Nope, I'm good." Yeah, they're nasty, nasty boogers. Anyway,
I've had enough of talking to people. I'm gonna go out and see if I can talk to a stray cat.
That's gonna go fun.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the one with purple eyes. I'm staying far the fuck away from that one. No, I just mean like a normal, average stray cat.
All right, go for it.
cat has.
All right, so do you need like a perception to see if I find a cat?
Yep. Wow. Perception or investigation? Pick.
All right.
3rd edition. That'd be a search.
I'm
That is it.
going to try to
I'll do
get
perception.
Snorri to start teaching me the cipher of these notes.
You
Well-
look to the shadows and find nothing.
There are no cats in sight.
Randomly, there are no cats. That is weird.
Vanish because they know your perception is bad right now.
Hey, how long does it take to teach a cipher?
Hmm.
I'd say a week.
Teach me the cipher.
Well, it depends on their intelligence, honestly.
My intelligence is 10.
It's gonna take you 2 weeks.
All right. So these characters here represent various sounds that you would make. This particular cipher is based on this particular language, but it's formed in a different way. And so this symbol here represents the labiodental fricative, and this is also the labiodental fricative, but it's the voice as opposed to the voiceless.
Time. Okay, Reese, roll me Constitution save.
I mean, it's really quite simple.
Just stay awake.
Instead of
Unbeknownst to anybody, my character is used to being
instead of being based
sitting
on
in really boring lessons.
the glyphs that you would normally write it with when you were spelling it, this is entirely based on how the words are pronounced.
One more time, Reese, roll me an investigation.
Investigation.
What else to roll for like knowledge retention?
what would be a touchy check?
17.
Okay, you're grasping onto this subject. Okay, continue, Nathan, if you will.
So, with all of the glyphs, once you figure out what they mean, basically, you don't think about how they're spelled. You think about how you would say it out loud. Although you don't have to say it out loud, you can totally keep it to yourself. But what's important is that the letters don't match up to letters, because that would be too easy. If somebody could just figure out that this symbol means this letter, then they'd be able to translate everything. Symbols refer to sounds, and the sounds are used regardless of what letters it would be written in the common tongue.
All right,
Because you know how some letters are used, but they have different
let's
sounds
for
at different times.
investigation. Depending on how this roll goes, you may just be a natural at this cipher, and you just pick it up on day one.
Nope.
Okay, it'll take maybe another day or two, but you're hanging on to it pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
5 hours later.
Cass is like literally just like asleep, just dead asleep on my shoulder. And I'm
Imagine
like, I hate my
it's
life.
belly up, and it's just like,
Belly full of nice sausages, and just like, this is too boring, I'm going to sleep now.
Blood for learning. Oh, I've had it.
Unbeknownst to everyone, Reese has sat into lessons like this for a while.
All right.
Notes.
So after some time passes, a lot of the patrons have left, but even more have shown up because it's getting later in the day.
Does this place have like rooms?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, once Snorri stops talking to me about the cipher.
Hey, you're the one who wanted to learn it.
Yes, but Reese literally, like, immediately regretted her decision. But is still going to learn it because she spent so long listening, trying to understand this, learning about the cipher. She's going to ask about rooms in this place.
There are 3 rooms available with 4 people.
And we could bunk up.
Yeah.
I'm fine with bunking up.
Yeah, I'll bunk up.
Yeah.
You can just have 2 rooms.
I mean, I don't even.
Just have to
What?
do 2 rooms.
Is that
Yeah,
how
I
you-
don't even need a bed. I just need a surface where I can meditate. So you can take a
played
single
into
room.
another campaign where my character would sleep in the bathtub as a trout. And then the other goes in there and found a fish. They picked up the fish, and then he turned back into a human. He was completely naked. It was funny.
That's hilarious.
Hilarious. Alright, so there's only 3 rooms. I am assuming we could just girls with girls, boys with boys, 2 rooms tonight.
Yeah, we could split the
Anyone
cost of it.
How much are the rooms?
Rooms are 2 silver a night.
I don't have silver.
How much for a wizard?
I only have gold.
Yeah, I only have gold. We'll just say
Okay.
1 gold. Bring me whatever for breakfast in the morning.
I mean, yeah, that would
Yeah.
work.
You guys know they're capable of making change, right?
That's fine. That's fine. I give him a gold, say the same thing.
Oh, this reminds me of that one story. That's an out-of-character comment.
I have gold to go around. It's fine.
Alright.
Oh. Imagine this. Imagine you had, like, what was that spell? A stone shape?
Uh-huh.
Made a bunch of coins out of stone.
Alright, I also say before the 2 boys come over that whatever, I'll also use the gold to pay for the rooms as well. Or the another room for the boys.
How
Have
many?
fun.
For this one?
So me and my friend Venna will share a room, and the 2 over there, and I point to the table, will share a room.
Just the one night for each of you?
Do we want 1 night or 2?
What's our plan?
I don't know. How about?
I mean, do we have to decide right now?
How about 2 nights?
Okay.
And if we don't say 2 nights, you can just keep the gold anyway.
Okay. Be 16 silver coins total. And what? You each, 2 of you hand in a gold? Is that how it works?
Yeah, Venna said she'd hand him a gold coin, and then I handed him a gold coin.
Okay. Well, then then they would hand you 2 silver each.
Okay.
We math. And do any of you, I don't know, watch guard in the tavern, or you just both sleep.
Is there like a guard at the bar or something?
Oh, sorry. Ah. I keep
Fine.
accidentally clicking.
Those who share your faith. Good luck finding anyone who likes trees as much as you do.
I mean, there was a whole group of druids a while ago.
Yeah.
A druid convention.
That was a year ago, and I heard there was an explosion.
Ori is the religious type.
All right. Is there any like guards or something just at the bar?
I mean, it's a tavern. Why wouldn't we be safe here?
No, I'm
Only asking if like you guys do something weird when you're trying to.
I'm like, is there any guards at the bar so that I could just I just sit down and if they're talking about something that I don't know about, then I listen in, kind of thing.
Yeah, everyone's pretty much gone home by this point.
No guards.
But wouldn't there still be guards patrolling the city?
Yes.
Right.
Well,
So we're safe. Let's just go lay down.
Let's just go to bed. Nothing too interesting happening at the bar. So,
Nathan, you have a skull that doesn't need to sleep.
Yeah. I know.
I'm just saying.
Oh no, I know.
do we want to?
I mean, here's the thing though. I've already asked him to disconnect his body and hang out in my bag. I don't know if I want to ask him to be a stand-in for the alarms. That seems like it might be demeaning. Like more so.
More demeaning than being
Yeah, more demeaning than what he's already going through.
Yeah.
He's riding shotgun in a purse.
A stuffy purse full of books and other things.
Musty papers.
Yeah. Good thing he has no nose.
Paper's not invented yet. Everything's parchment.
All right. So I
mean,
guess
it's less an issue that paper not being invented yet. It's that because paper technically would have been. And however, up in this part of the world, there'd be plenty of sheepskin.
Anyway,
no reason not to use the sheep.
so we all go to bed.
Hey, everyone's sleeping. At the speed of plot, boom, everyone's awake.
Whoa! Next morning,
It is late enough that it's probably a good time to wrap up.
we could
And since we've
RP a little bit
gone
more.
to bed, I mean, I have to work it early in the morning.
Okay.
Right, and my roommates need to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like we've gone to sleep in game. It's almost 9 o'clock in the place where at least 3 of us are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah, it's like midnight here, I think. Just about.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's about
that's
to be 11 here.
all right. So everyone's. We'll pick up next time.
as everybody wakes up.
Waking up at the tavern.
It's you paid for 2 nights because I don't want to forget any of that.
Also, just for fun, not the cipher that this guy is using, but I've started designing my own cipher that I'm going to teach to all of you.
Okay. I'm
It's
going,
going to be a runic abjad.
Okay, so the way I'm going to do that is, with the limit of every 5 hours, you make a intelligence check, and once you get 3 successful ones, you will have completed it.
Okay.
So every 5 hours. you make
I'll remember it for also for the one I teach
I'll-
from the other one.
it as well, but
Also-
that's how I usually do that.
As a linguist, my character can create his own sign language. Well,
Fancy. Anywho's it?
there's no reason that a cipher cannot be hand signs.
Want to have a good night? It's been fun. I hope you had.
I did. Also, and I apologize if I talk a lot. I do that. Snorri does that. And I'm not trying to steal the spotlight or anything.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it allowed me to do a character moment with Dex, so yeah.
Yeah, I hope all of you are having fun in this campaign. I mean, that's the whole point of this. And I hope
And we went a whole session where my character wasn't about to die. That was great.
None of us actually, unless one of us possibly walked up to the cat.
Oh, that cat was probably harmless. He was such an adorable little chunker.
Yes, a purple-eyed cat. Totally
harmless. You know, it could just be a genetic mutation. We don't know.
leave the session there. We'll pick time on.
Yeah, I would have made a handle animal check.
Yay!
9.
Oh, that thing would have bit you so fast.
We'll see you all.
It would have been big.
See you then.
All right.
See ya, Alan. Thank you.
All right, and with that, we will end session. Thank you all so much for sticking around. I'm going to see who he can raid. So, anyway, thank you again so much for sticking around and hanging out with us. We will be going on a raid to alright, he's Recti, he's awesome, and we will go raid him. Get this raid started. Alright, so guys, all remember to be safe this weekend, or this week. Remember to always wash your hands, wear a mask. The virus is still very much with us. And you guys, again, thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow. Actually, maybe not tomorrow. I do have an appointment I have to go to, but if I'm back home in time, I will have a stream then. Again, thank you again all so much. I really appreciate everything. And remember, wash your hands, wear a mask, and remember, protect the ones that can't. You guys, thank you so much again. And have a safe evening, day, wherever you are.